TV only. PPT ठीक है, आप ही का फर्स्ट है. फिर आप ज्वाइन करोगे कल जैसे. ठीक. आप बैठे. 23rd January shift 1. Good morning all students and dear parents and also the faculty, the backbone of students preparation. So welcome to the third day of January session JEE Main 2026. Today in the morning shift, whoever students have given, irrespective of from any of the place, any of the institute or college it is, we wish and hope that the students might have done their best of their preparation and will be getting the selection whatever they were desiring. So wish you all the best for your result also, and we are going to give some inputs on preparation between different subjects. So with our expert faculties, and that will be majorly helpful for all the students who are going to give the exam in the upcoming shifts, right? Either it is today afternoon or tomorrow or 28th January, right? So 5 more shifts are pending till now, and 5 shifts are completed. So we are exactly at the 50%, half of the JEE Main January session journey, right? And if you see in common from all the shifts happened till now in 2026 January, one thing is very common, that some of the questions in all the subjects are getting repeated pattern questions. So my dear students, just keep this in mind whenever you are preparing for any particular chapter. It is not only that you are knowing the concept of that chapter, but also should know how to solve a question, how to handle a question. Maybe the questions we are discussing here are in a simplified manner because of the direct memory based questions we are collecting. We may be getting the direct core concept question. It is in a simplified manner, but understand that the question what we are discussing will not be exactly what was asked in the examination, because in the examination main examination paper, it might be a paragraph question, very heavy question with multiple steps present and distributed the data, right? So you have to connect between all that sentences and make it into a group and develop a concept from that and understand what to be done, what is given and what to be done, so that exactly within a less amount of time you will be reaching to the accurate, correct answer. Understand? So not only concept, practice is important. So with these 5 shifts, whatever happened till now, what you can understand is you should have the good exposure. You should have a large amount of exposure with the help of the PYQ questions. So PYQ questions, previous year questions, 2025 to, if you go back up to 2020. So these 6 years of PYQ questions are very crucial. In fact, if you segregate them chapter wise and if we are practicing to that extent also, it will be very helpful, because this is not just the point I am sharing with you. It is what we are seeing every year in every session, that if this particular student has done this question, he might not have done this mistake now. Understanding, right? So very important to solve the PYQs. But PYQs can also be solved in 2 strategies. One is like in the form of chapter wise segregation of questions. Suppose I say like electrochemistry is there, all the questions grouped under electrochemistry PYQs, you can solve it. And another way is giving the previous year question papers as like real exams, mock tests like you can give, right? So suppose you are giving a January session of PYQs in the form of segregated questions. Then April shift of PYQs, you take it in the form of PIPs, right? Previous year papers, PYPs. So in this manner, both types of exposure you will be getting. Then second point is that it is majority of the students, maybe to say like more than 90% of the students will be focusing on the concepts, but majority students will be ignoring the time management. And all these shifts, whatever we have discussed till now, all these shifts, 4 shifts till yesterday and today also, hopefully it will happen the same thing, that the students are not sufficiently practicing with the time management. So there is the one student is getting damaged in his performance, because concept he knows, but he is not able to do it in that stipulated period of time. Understanding? So concept, and how much concept is important, equivalent important is your time management. That is why giving the mock test is a very, very essential factor for the during the revision phase. At least you have to give these mock tests, right? And when you are giving the mock test, right, all questions will be segregated from different chapters. Then what do you know? You will also learn not only the time management, but also how to flip when you are going from one question to next question, how to flip from one chapter to another chapter and get into that concept and to solve that question, right? So this is all some of the advices I can give based upon my experience of 18 years. Now, if we assume that today's paper, if you consider the today's paper to whatever the idea we got, the feedback or the first reaction information we got from the centers by our students, coming to the particularly chemistry part, if you say chemistry is more lengthier than the previous shifts what we have seen till now. Yesterday, actually yesterday itself also, it was a little harder direction, harder side, and today it became not only harder, like it has become lengthier also. That means even chemistry is also challenging in time management. Then understand it, how to tackle, how to balance between all these 3 subjects, right? But also understand one thing, that there is a student somewhere, the same paper, he is solving all the questions. That then it is possible for me also, it is possible for everyone also, but only thing is that the training, the practice is what makes us to apply this concept perfectly into the question. Understanding it? So this is very crucial. So coming to today's paper, 23rd January paper, the chemistry paper was comparatively lengthier than the previous papers, and some of more tricky questions also asked. And one point I want to share with you here, the students who are going to give the upcoming sessions, don't ignore organic reagents, because in every shift it is a common question, that too particularly from aromatic compounds and hydrocarbons, that interconversion questions are coming. Like he will start with alkane, then go to alkane, then go to alkyl halide or alcohol. From there we'll go to aldehyde or carboxylic acid or ketone. Like that, multiple set of reagents will be given, and they will be asking for solving the question. So understand this point. Suppose in one question is by name, it is only 1, by number it is only 1, and it will be having the weightage of 4 marks only. But in that question, 4 to 5 reagents will be there. So among these 5 reagents, if I do not know or have a confusion at least in one reagent also, it becomes a very dangerous situation at that time, because you have spent a lot of time and also not sure that whether that answer will be coming correctly or not. So that is why whatever the reagents are given in NCERT, list down all that reagents and find out what are the functions of all these reagents. And if you keep logged into our Instagram account or YouTube account, Resonance e-learning social media platforms, we are going to give all such type of shortcuts. Already some of the content we have already made available, but some more content we are going to give, which will be very much helpful for the upcoming April session shift students, and also NEET students, and even for the MSET also we are trying to make some important and special videos, short videos we are making, so that particularly for each concept you can get convert it into a successful question understanding. So in this manner, set of reagents becomes very, very important. Second point I want to share is coming to inorganic chemistry, number of chapters in inorganic chemistry are decreased, right? So if a number of chapters are decreased, you may get the idea that number of questions asked also will be lesser. But surprisingly, the number of questions given in inorganic chemistry are not decreased much. They are given in a very considerable number. So understand this point. Chapters are lesser, easier, but questions are larger in number. So therefore, do not miss any of the inorganic chapter. It is a very, very serious advice, my dear students. So, and inorganic chemistry, the main source of inorganic chemistry, you can take it from the NCERT itself, because the primary reference of inorganic chemistry can be NCERT, as this is the foundation or fundamental concept you will be introduced into. So coming to what chapters you have to prepare, must and should, is periodic table commonly to be prepared, because its knowledge is needed in inorganic, organic, even in physical, some topics also, right? So periodic table is a must and should. And mandatory chapters are chemical bonding, D and F block, coordination compounds. So this trio, if you are preparing, you will be automatically having 4 to 5 questions in your pocket. So believe it. And if you do not believe, even you go to the PYQ questions also, previous year or previous shift of 2026 also, you will understand what is the importance of this trio chapters, right? So lot of weightage is there. And coming to physical properties of some block elements like a nitrogen, sulfur, whatever, all these elements are there, that is also important. And coming to physical chemistry, 11th physical chapters and 12th physical chapters, clear division is there. You have to be careful in selection of the chapters if you are to a medium preparation you are doing, right? So list down all the chapters and try to identify which are the chapters which can be prepared with lesser effort but can give more output. Like as an example, if I want to say one chapter is there like solutions and colligative properties. So this chapter, very simple chapter, half of the chapter almost it is from the mole concepts, stoichiometry only, that concentration terms and all from the 11th standard, right? So whatever colligative properties concept is there, that is a very, very simple, but must and should questions will be coming from that chapter. Then atomic structure, it is an independent chapter. It is a repetition in the physics also, in the form of modern physics, atom, nuclei, dual nature of particle, etc. So the same concepts will be studied in detail in the board's model here, and also some extra electronic configuration, then quantum numbers, like different extra concepts also will be there, but quite comfortable to prepare for any of the student, right? So these are the 2 chapters. And then coming to the 3rd chapter, equilibrium. Equilibrium is one of the challenging chapter, and ionic equilibrium question, even in yesterday also, buffer solutions, one question has come, and before also Le-Chatelier's principle also question will come, pH calculation also question will come, temperature effect on pH change also will be coming. So in this manner, even salt hydrolysis also question can come. Like this, some concepts are there, very, very repeated type of concepts are there that you can prepare to them. But still, understand this, equilibrium is a challenging chapter that you have to understand whether to prepare it first or next, right now. But what you can understand is with thermodynamics, in thermodynamics and thermochemistry, chemistry 2 parts it is there, and thermodynamics part, whatever the first law of thermodynamics is there, that is repeated in your 11th, in your physics subject also, that it can be covered in both the subjects. Therefore, your effort or time will be saved there. Therefore, you can focus more on entropy, Gibbs free energy, and thermochemistry part here, thermochemistry part. And coming to physical chemistry, of 12th standard, electrochemistry is one chapter where some important concepts are there, like Nernst equation, then electrolytic cell, electrochemical cell, then corrosion, right? Rusting concepts. So these concepts are very, very common, right? Electrode potentials, comparison. These all are very important concepts in electrochemistry that you can do it also comfortably. Not much challenge is there. And coming to kinetics, many of the students will feel it difficult, but actually you are preparing much more than what is required in chemical kinetics. We have seen one of the question yesterday. It was a very dead easy question for a first order reaction he has asked, and you also remember, only stick to zero order and first order. We do not have fractional, negative, second order, third order. All these we do not have. At least for the JEE Main we do not have. So why to put lot of effort unnecessarily when it is not coming in a JEE Main exam, right? So I am only talking about only that students who are feeling it more challenging in completing more number of chapters, right? So lot of students will be there, large number of students will be there, because I know it from 2 decades that many students will be fighting in selection of the chapters, right? And coming to another chapters like D and F block, already I told. Coordination compounds also I told. And one more important point is the tool for the perfection in the concepts we have prepared is short notes, right? So making the short notes for every chapter is very important. So whatever concept you prepare, revise these short notes in intermittent time, and also will need to solve the PYQ questions. So some good number of questions to be solved, so that it can be done with perfect confidence, understanding. And so this is all from my side in chemistry part. Now I welcome our Zakir Hussain sir, another senior most faculty in physics resonance team, to give inputs in physics subject, how to proceed forward. Zakir sir, please join with us and give the instruction to the students who are going to give the session going forward. Whatever the next 2 days are there, what precautions they have to get, they have to take, so that minimum number of questions they will do without any problem, without any challenge in the examination hall. What steps they have to take before going there with respect to physics?
Yes, thank you for this opportunity, Vamsi sir. And let's talk about physics in a simple way. One thing the student needs to understand, that it's not like they have to do the derivation. It's not like it's going to be advanced one. You don't have to chase a higher order concept. Okay, don't chase something, a finding which is at the end of the geometrical optics, something at the end of the thermodynamics. What the JEE Mains in terms of physics need is very simple. Many of the students already mentioned that the physics paper seems to be very easy, as long as you have covered the entire syllabus and seen the formulas and seen the concept on the surface level, only at the surface level. It is enough to do 20 question attempt within 45 minutes, which means with a better preparation, a student can easily do around 24 attempts within that 45 minutes as well, which means they will be saving at least 10 minutes to check the calculation thing, which is hardly going to be in some of the questions. I mean, in the physics we have seen the last we had like 22nd one, the second shift was sort of like tough, but it was relatively tough meaning in the sense there were some questions which requires a bit of a trick, bit of a solving part. For example, there was a question regarding the conservation of energy, there was a question regarding the kinetic energy. They were telling about center of mass kinetic energy, and with respect to center of mass kinetic energy, was they same or not. That kind of a question requires your presence of mind at that moment right there. Otherwise, most of the questions were pretty straightforward. They're asking deviation, they're asking what is the direction, propagation of electrical field, the magnetic field, and the propagation direction of wave is given. Pretty much like it's simple. So my suggestion would be to all the student, yes, you will go for advanced, that is sure, but right now just limit yourself only to the mains level. Physics is easy. Do not make it hard just by overthinking it. So that is my advice simply.
Sir is giving a very good confidence to you. Physics is easy, right? So only when it is prepared in a systematic and in an advised manner, whatever from the experts it is, right? So we will share some more important information about all the three subjects. Now, for time being, we will welcome our another senior faculty, Komal Madam, chemistry faculty, to start the discussion of chemistry subject questions.
Hello, very good afternoon to all my amazing JEE aspirant. So this sounds really good that physics was easy and I came up with the chemistry, and let's see what the chemistry brings for you. And I too also have a good news for you that the chemistry till now what the question we got, memory based question, they looks very easy till now. I came up with some of the question. Let's quickly see the first question what we are having in front of you. The correct order of ionization energy, and the very simple and the direct question, expected one, and the ionization energy question coming in each and every session. So for the upcoming session, ionization energy is must. Okay, so what it is saying, ionization energy, just a minute. Okay, so it is saying ionization energy between chlorine, sulfur, phosphorus, aluminium, silicon. So what is that? Your third period members, right? So third period member is aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. This is what we got that we are expecting in the question paper, right? So let's see, if I talk about the 13th to the 17th period, only one exception is there between 15th and 16th group. Due to the half-filled configuration, phosphorus ionization energy is one ahead than the sulfur. Hence, the answer will be chlorine and then phosphorus, then sulfur, then silicon, and then aluminium. So the answer is very easy. Aluminium will be the last one. So answer can be the 1 or 3 option, and the chlorine will be the first one. Again the one, then phosphorus is the second one. So option 1 is the correct answer. Option 1 is the correct answer. Very easy. Simply direct question on exception. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Next question is a statement type. This time we are saying that always we are having 1 to 2 statement questions in chemistry. A certain reason we are not getting, but statement wise question we are getting it. So let's go to the next one. Given below are 2 statements. So 2 statements are there. What is the first statement? COBr 2 negative, COBr4 2 negative absorb lesser energy than COCl4 2 negative. What is that? Again CFT question from coordination compound. So from coordination compound we can say CFT is one of the major topic in which NTA is focusing this time, right? So let's move on to this, absorb lesser energy. So because these are our Br4Cl4, it is tetrahedral complex. Tetrahedral complex, so I will talk about the delta T. So when I'm talking about delta T, as I can see, the central metal is same, the charge is same, only the Cl and Br. This question only depends upon the spectrochemical series here. So strength, ligand here. So what is the strength of ligand? Strength of ligand is, we know that Cl negative is much stronger than Br negative, because Cl negative is stronger than Cr negative, hence CFSE of Cl, that is COCl4 will be greater than the COBr4. Hence option 1, statement 1 is correct. COBr4 2 negative absorb lesser energy than COCl4 2 negative. So next statement, COCl4 2 negative has higher crystal fluid splitting. Yes, that's what we discussed just now, right? So both the statement are correct. Hence option 1 is correct here. Option 1 is correct here. Let's move on to the next question. So 2 inorganic question, both were very easy. Let's go to the next question. In the reaction sequence. Okay, so the next question, again the direct question from the nitroamines chapter and repeated one. This topic is again the repeated one topic. In the reaction sequence, what is the mass in gram of product? C form. Okay, first let's find what is product. So this is the product I am having, SnHCl. SnHCl, what reduction? Reduction reaction. What I will get here? The B I will get here is CH3, and NO2 will be reduces to NH2. NO2 will be reduces to NH2. Correct, everyone? Then it is saying acetylation. Then is it saying acetylation? Now when it is saying acetylation, so I will get here CH3. Right? So I got here the acetyl product. Next, it is electrophilic substitution. That is your Br2 Fe electrophilic substitution. Now I know this one is a stronger electron withdrawing group. So according to this, I will see the ortho position. So at ortho position, I will get the complex. Sorry. What you will get here? Ortho position bromine you will get here. Ortho position bromine you will get here. Now you only have to find the mass. What is the mass in gram? Mass in gram it is saying, so nothing is mentioned to us. So we will say 1 mole will get us 1 mole here, right? So you can find the mass of 1 mole. Now here you can answer, find it your answer, like how many carbons we are having? 9 carbons you are having here. Then oxygen, nitrogen, and some hydrogens. So you can find it your answer in gram. Right? So this is a very easy one, numerical one, but very easy one. Next, moving on to the next question. Which of the following undergo nitration at fastest rate? Which of the going under nitration? Nitration means what it is saying? Electrophilic aromatic substitution. EAS reaction it is asking. EAS reaction. So what is given to us? C6H5NO2. Right? So the first option is C6H5NO2. The second option is CH3. C6H5. Next is COH, C6H5. And the last option we are having is BrC6H5. Right, everyone? Okay, now the question is electrophilic aromatic substitution. For electrophilic aromatic substitution, the group should be the electron donating. So out of both, now out of the 4 options, this and this cancels out because they both are electron withdrawing groups. So they reduces the nitration. Who increases the nitration? Electron donating. And who is the stronger donating? Obviously, stronger donating is toluene. Hence, the answer is option 2. It will better do the ES because of the better electron donating tendency. Right? Okay, so thermo questions, and one of the very easiest question. Only the one thing you need to remember here. It is saying H2O liquid is going to H2O gas. Right? So I am having this H2O liquid at 5 degrees Celsius. From 5 degrees Celsius, first of all, before converting into gas, this liquid will approach to 100 degrees Celsius, right? Now approaching to 100 degrees Celsius, then it is going to convert it into a gaseous state at 100 degrees Celsius. So this is the step you need to follow here. Now in the first step, obviously energy is absorbing. Energy absorbing means Q is equals to positive, and same with the next. From liquid to gas also energy is absorbing. Now in both the process energy is absorbing, so both are endothermic process. Endothermic process means both are absorbing H, like H positive, what do I say, enthalpy will always be positive. And but what is happening from liquid to gas? It is expanding. Because it is expanding, so work done will be by the system. Work done by the system means W will be negative. W will be negative. So if I talk about Q is positive, so option 2, option 4 I eliminated. The answer will be only option 1 and 3. So W positive and H positive, answer 1 and answer 3 can be any of the option, but W expanding means negative. Hence answer will be option 3. So these are the first 5 questions, and I didn't find any of the question even of the moderate level. All are very, very, very easy question. Simple NCERT based straightforward question. Understood? So we'll come up with the next set, but with this set we are going with the mathematics part. So let's invite the mathematics sir. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, dear student, now we
discuss the mathematics portion. So by the way, today's shift which we receive the questions, these are like average to little bit moderate, but paper was not the difficult, but you can say a little bit lengthy only, as it is coming every time. Okay, now we start. So our question is, a rectangle is formed by the line x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x equal to 3, y equal to 4. A line perpendicular to 3x plus 4y plus 6 equal to 0. Divide the rectangle into two equal parts. Okay, then the distance of the line. Okay, so that line we need to get first. Now rectangle is line equation they give. X equal to 0, it's y-axis, here is the x-axis, x equal to 0, then next one is x equal to 3, okay, then y equal to 0 and y equal to 4, y equal to 0, x-axis only, and this is y equal to 4. So this is the rectangle and this coordinate is 3 comma 4. Now I need a line which equally divide this rectangle. It means area of two part will be same. So for that one, that line. Achha, by the way, for that line, it is given that that line is perpendicular to this one. Slope of given line is equal to minus 3 by 4. So can I say slope of required line, that is equal to 4 by 3. So that line is going to be like 4x minus 3y equal to something. Okay. And as to get that value of the constant, that is c, they give that this line divide this rectangle in equal part. So just simply it need to pass through center. Okay, because every line which passes through center divide the rectangle into two equal parts. Okay, any line. Acha, by the way, center is, if you find 3 by 2 and comma 2. Okay, I need a line which is passing through this one, this point. So if you put 3 by 2 comma 2, x is 3 by 2, that is equal to 6, and y is 2, 6, 6 minus 6, 0. Okay, or you can say that this diagonal only, because rectangle is this one, diagonal divide in two equal part. So this is the line equal to 0. We got the equation of line. Now what do you want? Distance of this line from this point. So we use the distance formula. We put the point in equation, minus 4, then minus 9 by 2 divide by root a square plus b square, that is equal to 5. If we simplify, we are getting 8 and 9, 17 by 2 by 5. So finally we got 17 by 10. Okay. So this was easy one only. Now coming to next question. Okay, this is the question from the relation. Okay, so actually in every time they are asking one question from the relation, that it means relation for those all the students who are going to write the exam in upcoming days. You need to revise the relation. A is a set minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These numbers lies in set A, and R be a relation such that x related to y. I am writing the definition of relation. X related to y if 2x plus y is less than equal to minus 2, or I can say y is less than equal to minus 2x minus 2. Okay, so this is our relation. X belongs to A and y also belongs to A. Let L number of element in R. Okay, M is the minimum number of element to be added in R to make it reflexive, and N minimum number of element to be added in R to make it symmetric. Acha, same type of the question yesterday in morning shift also they asked. Question was not exact sum, but what they asked, there are also that number of the element we need to find to aid in given relation, so to make it reflexive and symmetric. Okay, let's start. So what I do to know how many element I need to add, first I need to find that relation in ordered pair form. Okay, so first x initial value I am choosing from the set A, minus 2. If you put x equal to minus 2 here, then we are getting 4 minus 2, 2. Now y has to be less than equal to 2. Okay, so what y can be? Y can be minus 2. When x is minus 2, y can be minus 1. Minus 2, y can be 0. Y can be 1 and y can be 2. Okay. Now next we put x equal to minus 1. Next element we are replacing here. If x is minus 1, this one is 2, and 2 minus 2 0, y has to be less than equal to 0. Less than equal to 0, what we can choose? Minus 2, minus 1 and 0. So this can be minus 2, minus 1 and y can be 0. Okay, now the next element of x, that is equal to 0, x equal to 0. If we put x equal to 0, then we are getting y less than equal to minus 2. Y less than equal to minus 2, only one possible, minus 2. Okay, further next, if we put x equal to 1, then what we are getting? Minus 4. Y has to be less than equal to minus 4, but we do not have any element which is less than equal to minus 4. So this is our relation. Now what do we want? L, M, N value. What is the L? L is the number of element in R. Total how many element we have? Total we have 9. Now M is the minimum number of element to be added in R to make it reflexive. So for relation to be reflexive, all A comma A should be the part of this one. Minus 2 comma minus 2 already we have. Minus 1 comma minus 1 we have, not to add. And there is no any other part like A comma A. So 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1, total how many we need to add? 5. Okay. 0 comma 0 to 4 comma 4. Now what is the N by the way? And they give minimum number of element to be added in R to make it symmetric. Okay, now we need to make it symmetric. How many element we need to add? Minus 2 comma minus 1, we need minus 1 comma minus 2, already we have. Okay, for these we doesn't need anything. Minus 2 comma 0, 0 comma minus 2 already we have. So here we have minus 2 comma 1, but we do not have 1 comma minus 2. So what I need to add? 1 comma minus 2. We have minus 2 comma 2, but we do not have 2 comma minus 2. So 2 comma minus 2 we add. And here minus 1 comma 0, so we add 0 comma minus 1. Okay, so these are the element which we need to add. So what is the N equal to? 3. Now what they are asking? They are asking value of L plus M plus N, that is 8 and 9, 17. Okay, so this was also easy one. Okay, now coming to next question. Number of 4 letters word with or without meaning formed from the letter of the word PQR triple S double T U double V. Okay, so they asked total number of 4 letter word which we can form using the letters of this word. As this is the we need to choose only some letter when they give the like letter. So how we do? We just make the cases wise. Okay, so first let me list these all the letters. P we have once, Q we have once, R we have once. First I am writing those the letter which we have once. Now we write the repeated letter. T we have twice, then U we have, V we have twice, and S we have 3 times. Okay, total by the way how much we got? 8 and 3 11, and here also they give 6 for 10 and 1 11. I listed out the all the letters. Now what I do? First we select the 4 letter and then we arrange them. This is the procedure going to be. Okay, now when I select the 4 letter, how many maximum alike we can select? We need to make always cases. You cannot select more than 3 alike. So cases, first one is 3 alike and remaining 1, because 4 I need to select, that will be distinct. In this case, to select 3 alike, we have only one option. S is the only option. I am choosing that one, 1C1. And for one distinct, how many options I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This T is one option and V is one option. Option, I am not selecting the letter, I am just counting options. So for one distinct, how many options we have? 4, 5, 6. So 6C1. Okay, so here I have selected. I selected the 3 alike and 1 distinct. Now we arrange them. So if we arrange 3 alike, 1 distinct, how many ways we have? 4 factorial by 3 factorial. Now the second case is 2 alike and remaining 2 another alike. Okay, it is possible na, like 2 alike, 2 alike. Okay, for 2 alike, how many options we have? We can select 2T, 2V or 2S. We have 3 options. How many options we need? We need 2 pair. So 3C2. This is selection of 2 alike and 2 alike, like 2T and 2S. Then we need to form word. We need to arrange. How many ways to arrange? 2 alike, 2 alike, 4 factorial by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Okay. Now the next is 2 alike and remaining 2 are distinct. For 2 alike, we have 3 options, 3C1. Then for remaining two distinct, suppose in two alike I selected 2s. Then for three distinct, how many options we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of those 6, how many options I need to select? 2. Okay, 62. Now we arrange them also. We have two alike, two distinct, which we need to arrange 4 factorial by 2 factorial. Okay. Now what is the next possible case? Now if no alike, no alike, it means all 4 are distinct. All 4 are distinct. How many options we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. 7C4. I selected any 4 distinct object letters. Now we arrange them. That is equal to 4 factorial. We just need to solve these all and later we add, and your answer is going to be, when you add these all, 1422 you will get. Okay. Now coming to next question. Okay, this is the question from the binomial theorem. Find the value of 100C50 by 51, 100C51 by 52. Okay, average question only. Now what I do, first we write this complete sequence in sigma form. Okay, central term I am writing. So 100C50, 100C51. So we are writing 100CR. Okay. Then in denominator, if we have 50, 51, 51, 52, 100, this one, then R, what we have? R plus 1. What is the initial value of R? Here we have 50. And what is the final value of R? That we have 100. Now NCR by R plus 1 form. For that one we have formula. Which formula we are going to use? NCR by R plus 1. That can be written as N plus 1 CR plus 1 by N plus 1. That formula I am going to use. So, okay, if we use the formula sigma N plus 1, 101 CR plus 1, R plus 1, okay, divide by N plus 1, N plus 1 is 101. If we divide by 101, that can be written out because that is constant, that does not depend on R. What is the value of R? That is equal to 50 to 100. 1 by 101. Okay, now what we do, we just replace the value of R, whatever limit we have. Once we put R equal to 50, we got 101 C51. Then we put 51, so what we got? 101 C52. Then 101 C53, and finally we put value of R 100, and we got 101 C 101. Achha, by the way, this is the sum of binomial coefficient, but this is not the complete series. This is half of the series. As we know, if we add 101C0, 101C0 to 101C101, that is 2 power 101. Okay, and this is half of the series. Okay, and as we know, the first and last binomial coefficient same, second last same, third last same. So sum of the first half and sum of the last half, both are going to be same. So this will be the half of total sum. Okay, so 1 by 101. Total sum is 2 power 101, 2 power n, and this will be half. So 2 power 101 by 2. So we got 2 power 100 by 101. Okay. So this one is awesome. So third one is going to be correct here. Okay, this was also an easy one only. Now coming to next question. Okay, so this is the question from the vector part, and here what they use, just only the dot and cross product. Okay, for the given vector A, B, where C is A cross B and D is C cross B, then we need value of A vector minus B vector dot D vector. There are many ways to do. You just use any, you proceed anyhow. At last, when you write the solution, your answer is going to be same only. Okay, so as they give A plus B, A vector. Okay, first I am finding A vector dot B vector because somewhere it is going to be used. A vector dot B vector, if we take, then what we are getting? Minus 2, minus 1 and plus 2. So we are getting minus 1. Similarly, modulus of A vector square, what it is going to be? 4116. Modulus of B vector square, that is also 6. Okay, now C vector and D vector, there you go. We are just going to solve it. First we find what actually we need, then later we find if something else we need to get. Okay, so first I am putting the value of D vector, A minus B into D dot D vector. D is C cross B. Okay. Then C is also can be written in terms of A and B. So I'm going to write it as A vector minus B vector dot C can be written as A cross B cross B. Okay. Now further A minus B, let me simplify it. I'm going to simplify this one only in terms of vector triple product formula. I'm going to use B dot A or A dot B into B vector minus B dot B modulus of B square into remaining A vector. Okay, I just use vector triple product formula. Now when we write A dot this one, so A dot B and A dot B, what we got? A dot B whole square. Okay, further A dot of A with this one minus modulus of B square and A vector dot A vector modulus of A square. Then minus B vector dot with this one, so minus A dot B as it is and B dot B that is equal to modulus of B square. Okay, then finally B dot with this one, so minus minus plus modulus of B square already we have and B dot A. I'm going to write it as A dot B. Okay. Is there anything which can be cancelled? Yes. This one and this part both are same only. So it is going to be cancelled. And here as we have the value A dot B is minus 1, whole square is plus 1. Modulus of B square and modulus of A square. Modulus of A square, modulus of B square both are 6. 6 into 6, 36. And what we are getting? Minus 35. Okay. So this was the answer. Again, this was not the difficult. Actually, some questions, only 2-3 questions came difficult, but remaining are either easy or some are the easy but lengthier. Okay, so this was the match part. Further, again we continue it. Now I welcome to sir to discuss the physics portion.
Good noon to all of you. I hope that the students who have appeared in the morning session, they have done very well. Myself, Raghavendra, I'm going to discuss some of the questions which one was asked in the morning session. It will be also useful for the students who will be appearing in incoming session. So let us start. The first question is coming in front of you. There are 2-point charges, one at vertex and other at face as shown in the cube. They have given you a cube. Don't take both together. One charge at one time you take. So let us consider I have a cube. I have taken a cube. A simple technique to make a cube, you see, I have made 2 square and joining these corners, right? And now you keep, when you any corner here or here, anywhere you keep point charge to Q. They're asking you electric flux through one cube. So to make Gauss theorem applicable here, net electric flux Q by epsilon naught, what you do, take more 7 identical cube and surround it so that this 2Q should come at the center. Then through all 8 cube, electric flux will become 2Q by epsilon naught. Now, through 8 cubes, your electric flux is 2Q by epsilon naught. Through our 1 cube, our electric flux phi 1 I will take 2Q by epsilon naught by 8. So this will become 2 will go 4 times. You will be getting Q by 4 epsilon naught. So this is electric flux passing through 1 cube. Clear? Now concentrate on second part here. If charge is situated at the center of one of the face, Now, to find electric flux due to this charge, one more cube you take where this surface should be common. Where point charge is situated here, no, one more cube you take, identical cube, and you make it symmetrical. Then through those two cubes, electric flux will become Q by epsilon naught. Now I want electric flux through one cube. Through one cube, Q2 dash you take, it will become Q by epsilon naught into 2. So it will become a small q they have taken, Q by 2 epsilon naught. Now, electric flux due to the charge which is at the corner, one of the vertex, electric flux through one cube, Q by 4 pi 4 epsilon naught, and charge which is situated at the center of one face, it is Q by 2 epsilon naught. So net electric flux will become phi will become Q by 4 epsilon naught plus Q by 2 epsilon naught. Here it is 4 epsilon naught, it is Q, and it will be 2 times 2Q, it will become 3Q by 4 epsilon naught. Answer is number 3. You check. Answer will be number 3. You have taken electric flux separately due to those two separate point charges, and at last you have added that. A simple question. I hope that you understood the solution. Let us move to next question. If a projectile is being projected with speed v, here they have given you u, okay, v you are taking, then v you take. Let us take here, they have shown u, so I am taking u at an angle 60 degree. You know, as it will go up, speed will be going on decreasing. When a projectile is being projected, the maximum magnitude of velocity will be at the point of projection and again at the point where it is going to hit the ground. It means that if it is u, here Vc will also be equal to u. This will also be u. And at highest point, velocity or magnitude of speed will be minimum. Here if you take this Vb, they have told you it will be u cos 60 degree. This is the minimum magnitude of velocity in projectile motion when a body is projected obliquely from the ground. What they ask you? They're asking you Vb by Vc. Very simple. Vb by Vc, it is u cos 60 degree. By u, it will be cos 60 degree. This is 1 by 2. Answer 1:2. Simple. You have taken velocity at highest point and you have taken when it is hitting the ground. Just the ratio. I think that it will be the easiest question asked till now. A child who knows the basics of projectile motion can easily solve this problem. Now, let us move to next question. Find out which one has more Young's modulus. Now, you know Hooke's law. From that, you are getting moduli of elasticity. Young's modulus of elasticity will be longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain. If you take y, this is longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain, right? Now, they are asking you which one has more Young's modulus. you know that Young's modulus will be giving the measurement of stiffness of any substance. Now, wherever y will be more, means slope should be more. You know, this angle theta you are taking, slope, tan theta. This will be dy by dx. Okay, no? Or you can take y by x. You see, for stress will be more, or stress by strain ratio will be more, your Young's modulus will be more. A straight question, no need of any calculation, only definition of Young's modulus you should know. So here, directly you can find out that slope for D is maximum. If you are asking here, which one have relatively Young's modulus, the minimum for A than B, you will be considering C. Maximum it will be for D. So which one has more Young's modulus? My answer will be D. Simple slope based question. Stress by strain will be maximum, slope will be maximum, Young's modulus will be maximum. Clear to you? Now let us move to next question. Find out the correct energy for the ground state or energy transition have usual meaning. They're asking about transition. They have given you hydrogen, lithium, helium, and beryllium. If you take for hydrogen, energy for any hydrogen-like atom, when you take it is minus 13.6 Z square by N square. The minus 13.6 Z square by N square. Z atomic number, and orbit you take. So if I am taking for any first to transition, I am taking second to first, then it will be minus 13.6 Z square, and it will be 1 by 1 square, 1 by 2 square, minus 13.6 Z square, 3 by 4. I'm keeping in mind. If I take hydrogen, then for hydrogen if you go, it is minus 13.61, 3 by 4, 4, 3.4, 10.2 electron volt it should come. They have given you minus 6.8, so it is wrong. It is wrong. I'll go for lithium. For lithium, Z is 3. So this quantity for lithium you go, it is minus 13.6, 9, 3 by 4, 4, 3.4. It is only 13.6. It is 27 into 3.4, much larger than that. So this is also completely wrong. If I go for helium, for this you go, it is minus 13.6 Z2. 2 into 2, it is 4. Okay, no? And from here you have taken 1 by N1 square, 1 by N2 square, 4 into 3 by 4, 4 cancel. It will be your 40.8 you are getting electron volt. Here one minus sign is there, so it will become plus. If electron is jumping from second to first orbit, how much amount of energy will be released? So I am going to get 40.8 electron volt. Answer already is here. Answer will be number 3. You got it 40.8. Is it clear to you? If you will be taking here plus, here you take plus, 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 40.8 electron volt is the answer. Only one answer will be correct, so you are going to get this. Is it clear to you? If I will go for here, second to first, again the same situation will be there. Okay, no? So I am thinking that Answer will be number 3. Now, let us move to next question. Find angle of the prism for dispersion without deviation. You know dispersion without deviation. D equal to mu minus 1 into A. It is combination of two prisms. Undoubtedly, both prisms would be made of two different material. If one is made of crown glass, other should be made of flint glass. There will be two topics here. Dispersion without deviation, deviation without dispersion. Here they are asking you no deviation. If I take mean ray and it should not deviate, if I will take one ray, white ray, so ray will go like this, it will deviate. Am I right? Red, mean ray, violet, then it should become, they don't want deviation. Okay, no. There may be dispersion, but there should not be any deviation. So it will go like this. Okay, this and mean ray, this should be parallel to each other. Okay, no. This may go like this, but mean color should be parallel to incoming incident white ray. Now, deviation for mean ray, D mu minus 1 into A. Clear? So, angular deviation produced by first prism must be equal in magnitude, opposite in direction to the deviation produced by second prism. So, this one will be mu minus 1. Mu 1, if I take this as 1, this one I am taking as 2, then mu1 minus 1 into A1 should be minus, I can take mu2 minus 1 into A equal to 0. But I am taking mu1 minus 1 A1, and second one in right hand side I am taking, it is mu2 minus 1 into A2. Mu1 1.72 minus 1, A1 5 degree, mu2 1.9 minus 1 into A2, they have given you A and they are asking you what will be the value of A. Simple. So this is or 0.72 into 5, 0.9 into A, this will be equal to 3.6, and this is 0.9A. So A will be equal to 3.6 by 0.9, 36 by 9, 4 degree. Check here. It all should be in degree only because they have given you in degree. The answer will become 4 degree. Answer will be number 2. Check. Two things are there in this type of question. You be alerted. They are asking you deviation without dispersion or dispersion without deviation. If they are asking you without deviation, you will be taking mu minus 1 into A. Net mu minus 1 into A, you will have to take 0. Same combination will be there, one crown glass, other flint glass, but they will ask you deviation without dispersion. There what you are going to do, you will be taking mu v minus mu r into A, net must be equal to 0. There you are taking net angular dispersion should be 0. Here you are taking net deviation d1 plus d2 should be equal to 0. I hope you understood clearly. Okay. Now, my other colleague will be coming to explain chemistry. Thank you for now.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Gayatri, giving the set 2 questions. Here, Today in this particular session, the shift 23rd day, 23rd of this month, the paper is simple once again. The morning papers are more or less the PYQs which have been repeating with simple changes in the numericals, and the statement oriented questions are also very simple. So let's catch up with the questions, and mind it, the questions which have been there in the first 2 days are also being repeated, but with some simple changes. So students who are coming in the coming shifts can go through these videos and please solve the questions, and I think you can do a very good improvement in the coming days. So let's start the chemistry next questions. Yes, this is the first question, which is organic, and it's 11th standard question. I think you all have studied with respect to alkynes undergoing reduction. Alkynes undergo controlled reduction. Here we have been given two reducing agents, one which is called as Lindlar's catalyst. Pelletized carbon is called as Lindlar's catalyst. Hydrogenation in presence of palladium barium sulfate also can be used, or hydrogen in presence of palladium calcium carbonate can be used. Hydrogenation in presence of palladium carbon, this is nothing but pelletized carbon. So the reduction is controlled and we get a cis-2-butene. This is your compound. So we can see that X, you can eliminate the options. Definitely it is an not controlled oxidation. It is, you are getting an alkane. So definitely option 1 is wrong. Now let's go for the second one. Here you have two cis-2-butene. So we have definitely sticking on to the second one. Third option also says cis-2-butene. Fourth also says fourth trans. So I will cross the fourth option too. Now coming to the second reagent, you have sodium liquid ammonia. This will give you trans-2-butene, which reduction, which is giving you trans-but2-ene. So therefore, answer 2 will be the correct option, since we have here trans-2. So this chapter is from alkynes, and they are the chemical properties of alkynes. So definitely not difficult one. It is simple memory of the reagent where you people can understand and answer the question. So it is considered to be an easy level. Only on the basis of memory of the reagent, students can pick up the options. So let's go to the next question. This is again from haloalkanes. The chapter is haloalkanes. The reagents are given in a sequence, and based on that we have to arrive to the carboxylic acid. So we need to see the options and go to the answer, because we have to pick up the right reagents. Here the reagent is tertiary butoxide. Every student knows that tertiary butoxide ion is a strong conjugate base. So it will do dehydrohalogenation by elimination. So when you are getting an alkene, the first compound after the reagent is, you get tertiary butoxide, you get an alkene. After getting an alkene, he is adding hydroboration oxidation. HBO reaction will give you hydroboration oxidation, where you get an alcohol on the basis of Karash effect. After getting the primary alcohol, we are oxidizing by chromic oxide in sulfuric acid. We are getting a carboxylic acid. So once again, students should know about the function of the reagents. Student fails to answer if he doesn't know what each reagent is used for. Why am I not going with this? Second option is ruled out because though till here we will carry with the same process. But oxymercuration, demercuration will give an alkene which can be of this kind. Then later on, if we oxidize, we don't get a carboxylic acid. Hence, we rule out this. Second one, here we have finally PCC, PDC. PCC is pyridinium chlorochromate, where we get a controlled oxidation, where we never get carboxylic acid, because the product finally we need to get is carboxylic acid. So I will eliminate this. By seeing the reagent, students can eliminate. All right, and ethoxide ion, of course, is a reagent, but you're doing hydrolysis according to acidic medium. So you get here, in this case, secondary alcohol. You get a secondary alcohol. On secondary alcohol, when you're treating, you get a ketone over there, but we don't, or rather you don't get a terminal alcoholic group, whereby we don't get a carboxylic acid. So that way this also is ruled out. So let us go for the next question. See, try to know only the reagents for the organic chemistry. No mechanisms are asked, so be careful with the reagents. Sublimation, here you are given two statements. Sublimation is a purification technique that is used to separate those solid substances which changes from solid to vapor state without passing through the liquid state. Obviously, every student knows that substances or solids which have high vapor pressure undergo directly conversion to vapor phase without passing through the liquid state. So statement 1 is absolutely correct. If the external atmospheric pressure is reduced, then the boiling point of the substance is decreased. This is a statement. You know, when liquid boils, liquid will boil only when the vapor pressure of the liquid will be equal to that of the external vapor pressure or atmospheric vapor pressure. Atmospheric vapor pressure itself is, external atmospheric vapor pressure is reduced. So therefore, the liquid will reach that vapor pressure or atmospheric pressure easily. So the liquid will boil faster. So the boiling point will be reduced. So absolutely statement 1 and 2 are correct. So I will go with first option. It is again the concept of boiling, where students should know that vapor pressure of a liquid should be equal to the atmospheric level. So what do you think this chapter will be related to that of? I will go with the concept of solutions, or simply concept of purification also. So simple concept of purification of organic compounds. That is a topic involved. All right, so you can happily complete such things. Every shift they are asking the qualitative analysis from organic chemistry, quantitative or purification methods. So coming shift students have to go through this area. Then next question. This is a chemical kinetics question, simple graph based question. You can see on the basis of the graph itself, every student can say, since it is a linear variation of concentration with time. So the order of the reaction will be 0. So when the order of the reaction is 0 over here, what is the relation between the rate constant of a reaction, of a 0 order reaction? K equal to R naught minus R by T. He is asking us half-life period. So we can apply two ways. One, formula method. The other is an easy method where we can go by a shortcut. Let us do both of them. This is a formula related question where students have to know what is R naught. It is the initial concentration, that is 0.6. And at time 100, what is the concentration? 0.55. So 0.05 by 100. So K equal to 5 into 10 power minus 4. Here you can see the concentration being reduced to 0.5 in 200. That way also students can use to find out the K. Now, T half of the reaction, the zero order reaction will be equal to R naught by 2K. That is 0.6 by 2 into 5 into 10 power minus 4, which is 0.6 into 10 power plus 3, which is 600 seconds. So option 1, this is formula based question. But you can also solve this question conceptually. How do you think you will do it? When the change in the concentration from 0.6 to 0.5, when you are reducing, it is taking 200. 0.5 to 0.4, also another 200. 0.5 to 0.4 to 0.3, another 200. Because the rate of a reaction remains same in a zero order reaction, same amount of the concentration goes on decreasing. All right, so therefore, every time 0.1 mole molar concentration will be reduced. So you can take 200 plus another 200 plus another 200. So total once again 600. So shortcut is also known because that is a conceptual one. This is formula based. Students who have regular acquaintance with the formulas, they will only go with the formula based. So you can also try this. Let's go for the next question. So this chapter is chemical kinetics. And the topic is half-life period. And definitely I use this moderate level because many students don't even know that the order of the reaction is 0. Because you need to have a grip over the graph. By variation of the concentration with time, students should be identifying that it is a zero order reaction. Unless that, they cannot proceed. So definitely I'll consider it as a moderate. Let's go for the next question. Oh, this is also a physical chemistry question. And it is the solutions chapter. The chapter is solutions. Every shift we are getting one question. And yesterday, morning session, we got 2 questions, that too both from Henry's law. Here he is giving you colligative property, that is nothing but variation of the vapor pressure versus mole fraction. So he is giving you 2 liquid mixtures, that is acetone and carbon disulfide. So definitely we have to know whether the solution or mixture is an ideal or a non-ideal solution. So the topic will be non-ideal or ideal solution. You can see if it is an ideal solution, the variation will be like this. We know that carbon disulfide vapor pressure of carbon disulfide is greater than the vapor pressure of acetone. The molecular forces determine the vapor pressure. Carbon disulfide vapor pressure is definitely higher because the molecular forces are lesser compared to that of the polar acetone molecule. So here the vapor pressure will be less. Now you can say that since they both are forming positive deviation mixture, it is not an ideal solution. It's a positive deviation mixture. So ma'am, I will definitely eliminate this because it is forming an ideal solution. You can see among this is a negative deviation concept. All right, the dotted ones show the ideal one, which I've already eliminated from the options. Here, you can see the deviation being negative. The vapor pressure of the mixture will be more than expected from Raoult's law. So therefore, option 2 is also eliminated. Now, between 1 and 2, I have to pick up because both the graphs depict positive deviation graphs. Here, carbon disulfide vapor pressure is higher. So I will see this first option where this is as the mole fraction of the XA is increasing. XA here I will think because it is carbon disulfide. Why? Because he is as the mole fraction of A increases, which he is showing you with the arrow mark, it is A. So therefore, this is your mole fraction of vapor pressure of carbon disulfide, which is higher than that of the acetone based on this concept. So option 1. Here you can see the acetone is having higher vapor pressure because of the polar nature of acetone, dipole-dipole interactions. That is the reason why acetone has pure vapor pressure more compared to that of carbon disulfide. So I will pick up the option 1. So that way solutions topic is also being repeated either by graph or by statement 1 and 2. So please go through this area of chapter. Then, so these are the 5 questions which have been picked up as from the memory of the students who have already finished the morning shift. So next, sir will continue with his second set of questions.
Okay, so good afternoon to all. Today this maths paper is little moderate. Few questions are little simplification intense, but overall if you see the paper, 1/3 of the questions are quite easy, which are very regular and which is present in almost every standard book. And another 1/3 are which is involving bit simplification. And we are hardly having 2-3 challenging questions. Okay, so we will be moving on to the next set of 5 questions. Next set of 5 questions uh, in this set in the morning shift. Okay. Okay. See, here the line y is equal to x plus 1 intersects the ellipse. Clearly you can see that a is greater than b, so it's a horizontal ellipse. This line is intersecting the ellipse at 2 points, capital A and capital B. We need to find the angle subtended by the line segment AB with the center of the ellipse. So see here, if you just take the ellipse, we have a horizontal ellipse. Okay, so this is root 2 comma 0 and this is minus root 2 comma 0 and this is 0 comma 1. This line y is equal to x plus 1 is intersecting. So clearly we can observe that its y intercept is 1, x intercept is minus 1. So this would be the line. We need to find the angle subtended. It is intersecting at point A and B. We need to find this angle. Okay, so there are multiple approaches to solve this question. We can just get the coordinates of point A, point B, find this angle. You can get the angle. That is one approach. Second approach is you can use homogenization concept. Homogenize this line with respect to the ellipse and you will definitely get a x square plus 2h xy plus by square equal to 0, and we have the formula for the angle subtending with respect to origin. You can use any of the procedure. So whichever is simplest, we will go with that. So here first we need to get the coordinates of point A and B. So what we will do, we will try to solve the line equation with the ellipse. So x square by 2 plus y is equal to x plus 1 whole square by 1 equal to 1. So if you simplify, what do we get? 3x square by 2, x square by 2 plus x square, 3x square by 2 and 2x equal to 0. 1 gets cancelled. So here x equal to 0 is one solution and x equal to minus 4 by 3 is another solution. Substitute x equal to 0, you will get y equal to 1. Substitute x equal to 0 in this line equation and substitute x equal to minus 4 by 3, we will get y is equal to minus 1 by 3. So what is coordinates of point A? Point A is 0 comma 1. What is coordinates of point B? Point B is minus 4 by 3 comma minus 1 by 3. Okay. So now here we want to get this angle. So clearly you can observe that this is 90 plus this angle we require. Here x coordinate is minus 4 by 3, y coordinate is minus 1 by 3. So what would be the slope? 1 by 4. This is origin, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, we will get 1 by 4. So this is pi by 2 plus tan inverse, this is pi by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 4. So clearly this angle is tan inverse 1 by 4, pi by 2 because it is 90, and tan inverse 1 by 4. This is a very simple question. We don't have any challenging aspect in this question. It's just a linear. Linear, I mean, just use the data and whatever they have given. If we execute, we will get the answer. Yes. Next one. Definite integration. So definite integral pi by 24 to 5 pi by 24 dx 1 plus tan inverse 2x whole power 1 by 3. So here this is again a straightforward question. There are multiple number of times where they have asked based on this model. So the rule, the definite integration property which we will be using to solve this question is King's rule, that is integral a to b f of x dx. This would be equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. Okay, you take the given integral as I. Let us take the given integral as I. We will apply the King's rule. What do we get when we apply the King's rule? I is equal to pi by 4, 5 pi by 4. Sorry, pi by 24, 5 pi by 24. Pi by 24 plus 5 pi by 24. How much is it? Pi by 4. So dx 1 plus tan of 2 into pi by 4 minus x whole power 1 by 3. So what would be this? Tan pi by 2 minus 2x. Tan pi by 2 minus 2x is cot 2x. Cot 2x, how we can write it? Write it 1 by tan 2x. So we will substitute that here. Pi by 24, 5 pi by 24 dx by 1 plus, so we will get here 1 by tan 2x whole power 1 by 3. So if you consider this one as I and this one as I, when you add 1 plus 2, what do we get? At LHS side, I plus I, 2I. At RHS side, when you add these two, we will be getting 1. This is, we will be getting 1. Pi by 24 integral to 5 pi by 24, 1 into dx. So 5 pi by 24 minus pi by 24. How much? That will be 4 pi by 24. That is pi by 6. 2I is pi by 6. So I would be pi by 12. So option B, 2. Next. Next question. The domain of f of x, that is log log to the base 5, log to the base 7, log to the base 2, its argument is 7x minus x square minus 10, is m to n, and the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 is a hyperbola whose eccentricity is n by 3 and length of the lattice rectum is 8m by 3. Then we need to find b square minus a square numerical value. So see here, regarding the domain of the function, whenever the log function is given, what is the constraint? The argument of the log should definitely be positive. Okay, so here this has to be positive. So when you take this greater than 0, when you send this base 7 to the other side, that would be greater than 1. And inside this, it also has to be greater than 1. So basically you will be getting 7x minus x square minus 10 is greater than 2. So here, if you take terms to one side, x square minus 7x plus 12. What are its factors? Product is 12, sum is 7. So x minus 3 into x minus 4 is less than 0. So here x lies from 3 to 4. So that implies m value is 3 and n value is 4. Okay. Now the hyperbola eccentricity is n by 3. What is the correlation between a, b and eccentricity? B square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. So e is n by 3. What is n? 4 by 4. So e is 4 by 3. So b square equal to a square 4 square by 3 square minus 1. So b square is equal to a square. 4 square minus 3 square, 16 minus 9. 16, so 16 minus 9, 7 by 9. So b square is equal to 7 a square into 7 by 9. Now lattice rectum length is 8m by 3. So what is lattice rectum length? 2b square by a is equal to 8m. What is m value? M value is 3. So this would be 8. So b square is equal to 4a. Substitute b square is equal to 4a in the first equation. What do we get? 4a is equal to a square 7 by 9. A gets cancelled, so you will get a equal to 36 by 7. Okay. So here b square minus a square we require. B square is 4a we have written, or you can write b square is equal to a square by 7 by 9. So 7 a square by 9 minus 7 a square by 9 minus a square. So this would become minus 2 a square by 9, that is minus 2 by 9 a square. A square, a is 26 by 7, so we will substitute that, 36 by 7. Okay, so we need to simplify this, we will get the answer. Next, the number of solutions for the trigonometric equation 3 cos 2 theta plus 8 cos theta plus 5 equal to 0, where theta belongs to minus 3 pi to 2 pi. So here this is a very basic question, we don't have much difficulty. Cos 2 theta, what is the cos 2 theta? 2 cos square theta minus 1, 8 cos theta plus 5 equal to 0. If we simplify, 6 cos square theta plus 8 cos theta, 8 cos theta, so here 5 minus 3, that is 2 equal to 0. So 3 cos square theta plus 4 cos theta plus 1 equal to 0. So just observe what are its factors. Sum is 4 by 3, product is 1 by 3. So clearly the factors are minus 1 and minus 1 by 3. So here cos theta minus 1 and cos theta plus 1 by 3 equal to 0. So cos theta equal to minus 1. How many solutions do we get? Cos theta equal to minus 1. So let us try to draw the graph of cos theta in the interval minus 3 pi to 2 pi. So cos theta here minus 3 pi is also included. So cos theta equal to minus 1. How many times cos theta would be minus 1? 1 time, 2, 3. Okay. Cos theta equal to minus 1 by 3. Cos theta equal to minus 1 by 3. If you just draw another horizontal line, you will have another, how many intersections do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So cos theta equal to minus 1, we are having 3 solutions. Cos theta equal to minus 1 by 3, we are having 5 solutions. So the total number of solutions, that is 3 plus 5, that is 8. Okay, 8. Next question from differential equations chapter. For the differential equation x power 4 dy plus 4x cube y plus sin x dx equal to 0, it is given that y of pi by 2 equal to 0, then the value of pi power 4 y of pi by 3 is equal to. So see here, this is a very simple linear order differential equation. So just divide by dx and take this x power 4 term to the other side. What do we get? Dy by dx y by x 4y by x plus sin x by x power 4 equal to 0. Okay, see here dy by dx 4y by x equal to minus sin x by x power 4. So what is the integrating factor? Integrating factor e power integral 4 by x dx. This is the integrating factor. So this would be e power 4 ln x, so which is nothing but x power 4. So what would be the solution of this differential equation? Y into x power 4 equal to integral x power 4 minus sin x by x power 4 into dx. So y into x power 4 minus sin x dx. So what is integration of minus sin x? Say sin x integration is minus cos x, minus into minus plus. So you will have integration constant. Let us take it as c. To eliminate the integration constant, they have given a condition here, that is y of pi by 4 equal to 0. So substitute x equal to pi by 4 in this. Y value is 0. So 0 into pi by 4 whole power 4 cos, sorry, pi by 2 cos pi by 2. So we will get c equal to 0. Okay. So what is y? Y is cos x by x power 4. So we require the numerical value when x equal to pi by 3. So just substitute here x equal to pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 by pi by 3 whole power 4. Cos pi by 3 1 by 2, and if you simplify you will get 81 by 2 pi power 4. So y into pi by 3 into pi power 4, that is 81 by 2. Okay. This is also a very regular question which we don't have any difficulty. Okay, this is a very standard procedure. Okay, so the next subject will be starting. Thank you.
Yes, hello students. So this is the second part of the physics solutions. So as so many students have been informing us that the physics question paper is easy to moderate, but the only thing is the calculation part is time consuming. So if you are seeing also, we'll be solving all the questions. So first question they have asked, this is the normal first year, first chapter, units and dimensions. They are asking the relative error in these observations. They have given 4 measurements. So the mean value of this measurements will be sum divided by 4. So 4 measurements are there. By 4. So this will be 18.7525. This is the mean value of these 4 observations. So we have to calculate the absolute error in each measurement. This will be 20 minus 18.75. Similarly, for the second observation, we have to subtract the mean value of each and every observation. For the fourth observation, it is 0.75. Then we'll take the mean of this absolute errors. So the mean absolute error will be sum of these 4 values divided by 4. So when we calculate, we will get 1.1225. So we know the mean value of these observations and the mean absolute error. So the relative error will be the mean absolute error divided by the mean value. Which will be nearly 0.059, which is equal to 0.06. So this chapter is the first year, units and dimensions. Topic is relative error. So as so many students have given their reviews, so this is also requiring a lot of time consuming calculations. So just this is a standard question in the first year units and dimensions. Only thing is that calculation is little bit time consuming. So here we are calculating relative error to be 0.06. Next is the diode, Zener diode question. So they have given the breakdown voltage of the Zener diode. The breakdown voltage of the Zener diode is 5 volt, and the maximum current through the diode they have given it as 5 milliampere. So the voltage, if you are seeing the Zener diode and the 5 kilo ohm, both are connected in parallel. So in parallel, voltage difference will be same. So here the current will be V by R, which is nothing but 1 milliampere. So the current is splitting into 5 and 1. So the total current here will be 6 milliampere. And here the voltage is 25 and the voltage drop across the Zener diode is 5 volt. So the voltage drop across the resistor will be 20 volt. So they are asking the resistance value. So resistance using Ohm's law. Potential difference we are getting it as 20 volt divided by 6 milliampere. So which will be 10 by 3 kilo ohm. So this is the second year topic, semiconductors. Chapter is semiconductors. Topic is Zener diode. And this question is not requiring so much calculations. So the remaining questions are having a lot of calculations involved in it. Let us go to the next question. This is a simple pendulum question. This is also not so much calculations involved in this question. So initial length of the simple pendulum, they have given it as 30 centimeter. And they are telling that the initial simple pendulum is completing 40 revolutions in 10 seconds. So the time period in the first case will be 10 divided by 40, which is nothing but 0.25. And in the second case, they are increasing the length of the simple pendulum so that the new time period, let us assume L2. So the new time period is 10 divided by 20, which is nothing but 0.5. So we know the time period of the simple pendulum is 2 pi root over 2 pi under root L by G. So the time period is proportional to under root L. So T1 by T2 will be root over L1 by L2. So T1 by T2 will be 1 by 2, which will be equal to under root of L1 is 30 by L2. So L2 will be 30 into 4, 120 centimeters. So the length of the pendulum in the second case, we are getting it as 120 centimeter. So they are asking how much must be the length be increased. So if the length has to be increased, so it has to be delta L. 120 minus 30, so it will be 90 centimeter. So the length of the simple pendulum has to be increased by 90 centimeter. So this is SHM. Topic, simple pendulum. And in this question also, if we see, there is not so much calculations involved in this question. Let us go to the next question. They are asking the capacitance of the capacitor. In this case, there are 3 dielectrics which are put in between the plates of the capacitor as shown in the arrangement. So if you are calculating the capacitance between these two capacitor plates, so this will be C1, C2, C3 and C4. C4. So C1, C2 will be connected in series, C3, C4 will be connected in series. So both together will be in parallel. So if you are writing the capacitance value of C1 capacitor is filled with dielectric constant 3. So 3 epsilon, and all the capacitors, if you are seeing, area is A by 2 and distance between the plates is also reduced to D by 2, half and half. So this will be 3 epsilon naught A by D, A by 2 and D by 2 will get cancelled off. So C2 is filled with dielectric constant of 5. Next C3 and C1 both are filled with the same dielectric of 3. So 3 epsilon naught A by D. And C4, the capacitance of the fourth capacitor is filled with 2. So 2 epsilon naught A by D. So the equivalent of C1 and C2, C2, these two are connected in series. So it will be C1, C2 by C1 plus C2. So 3 into 5, 15 by 8. Next, C3 and C4 both are connected in series. So together we will get 6 epsilon naught A by 5. So together both are connected in parallel. So we have to sum up. So the total equivalent capacitance will be 15 by 8 plus 6 by 5. So the C equivalent, we'll get it as 75 plus 48 by 40 into epsilon naught A by D. So this will be 123 epsilon naught A by 40 D. So if we see, this question is also involved with lot of calculations in it. But this is a standard question, so which we will be solving in almost all the classes. So C1, we have to be very careful. The capacitor which is filled with K1 has to be split into two parallel capacitors, C1 and C3. That is the important thing. Next, going to the, this is a YDSC question. Previous question is of chapter electrostatics. Topic is capacitor filled with dielectric. Next, coming to the next question. So this is a YDSC experimental setup. So chapter is wave optics. Topic YDSC. So they are given two different YDSC setup, and they have given the ratio of lambda 1, lambda 2, and the distance between the slits ratio is also given, and they are telling that the fringe width is same in both the setups. So if the fringe width is same, fringe width formula in YDSC, it is lambda d by d. So they have given that the fringe width in both cases is same. So they are asking lambda 1 by lambda 2. So if we simplify this, lambda 1 by lambda 2 into d1 by d2 will be d1 by d2. So lambda 1 by lambda 2 is 1 by 2, and they are asking d1 by d2 value, and small d1 by d2 is given it as 2:1. So d1 by d2 will be 4:1. So this question is also not involving so much calculations in it. So, and they have just asked a formula based question on fringe width lambda d by d. Next, coming to, this is a collisions question. Chapter is center of mass. Topic collisions. They have given that two objects, first mass is 25 kg and which is moving with 30 meter per second, and the another mass of 15 kg and it is made up of the same material and they are moving in the opposite directions. So the 15 kg is moving with 10 meter per second, and they have given that it is a perfectly inelastic collision. In a perfectly inelastic collision, both the objects will combine together, so the total mass will be 40 kg. And if you are seeing, the momentum of 25 kg is more compared to the momentum of 15 kg. So the momentum of 25 kg is 7,500, 750 minus 150. So 600 is the momentum, 600 divided by 40. So the common velocity of both objects together we will get as 15 meter per second. So when a perfectly inelastic collision is occurring, so both masses are combining and it is becoming 40 kg and it is moving with 15 meter per second. So the energy released in this collision will be nothing but half m1 u1 square plus m2 u2 square by 2 minus the final kinetic energy of the system, if it is half m1 plus m2 into the final velocity square, vcm square. So if we are putting the values, the delta u will be getting around 7,500 joules. The total energy released in this collision is used to heat up the object, and the object is 40 kg. So they have given in the question that clearly it is mentioned that both objects are made of the same material. Okay. So the energy released in this process is used to heat up the object. So it is nothing but ms delta T. And one more thing is the specific heat capacity is given in calories in CGS units. So we have to convert this energy into 7,500 divided by 4.2. This will be in calories. This is equal to mass in CGS unit is 40,040 kgs into specific heat capacity they have given it as 5. They are asking delta T. So if you are calculating the increase in temperature of this common mass after collision, so the delta T we will get around 1 by 112 degree centigrade. So that's why they have clearly mentioned in the question that both the objects are made of with the same material. And this is this part of the solutions of physics. So as we have discussed, all the questions are regular common type of questions only, where 2-3 questions are having a lot of calculations involved in it. Okay, thank you everyone.
काम कर रहा है good morning everyone. So let's start with some more problem in mathematics today paper. So today paper was moderate, not too much difficult beta. When after this question I will also do analysis and I'll show how much question are easy, how much question are difficult, and how much question are moderate level. Okay now. So So let's start with this problem beta. In this question, they're asking find the area bounded by the maximum of sin x and cos x. So beta, in this question, simply draw the graph of sin x and cos x and take the maximum of sin x and cos x. So what beta, first of all, the graph of sin x and cos x is this. And telling that from x equals to 0 to 3 pi by 2. So what? This is a sin x beta and this is cos x. Okay, now maximum of sin x and cos x, we have to take maximum according to conditions. Fx is maximum of sin x and cos x. Then we have to find and then this area is a, and then we have to find the a plus a square. So first of all, what is the beta maximum area? Let's take this one. Maximum part is this part, sin x cos x, maximum is this part, and in this region beta sin x, this part is maximum and this part is also maximum, and in this case beta this part is maximum. So first of all, we will find the point of intersection of sin x and cos x in this 0 to pi by 3 pi by 2. So what is the intersection point of this beta? We know this is very clear, pi by 4, and this is pi, and this is what beta? Pi plus pi by 4, that is 5 pi by 4. 5 pi by 4, and this is what beta? This is what? 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2. This point is 5 pi by 4. And we have to find the maximum of sin x and cos x. So which region, beta? I am drawing this region. This region, again this region, again beta, again this region beta, after this region beta, and after this region. When we add this all the region, we will get the area. So let the area is A. We will start with this part beta, from 0 to pi by 4, which graph beta? Cos x. 0 to pi by 4 integration of cos x dx, plus again beta from pi by 4 to pi by 4 to pi, not we will not take from till 5 pi by 4 because this is negative area, so we will take with the modulus sign. Okay now, so first one I am taking pi by 4 to pi, and which graph beta? Sin x. So integration of pi by 4 to pi, integration of sin x dx. After that beta, from pi to 5 pi by 4, from pi to 5 pi by 4 integration of sin x, but it's below x axis, so negative, so we will take with modulus sign. We will take with the modulus sign. So pi to 5 pi by 4 integration of sin x dx with modulus part, and again last one pi by 4 से लेकर 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 4 to 3 pi by 2, and what is better? That graph is what? Cos x with modulus sign. The cos x dx with modulus sign. Okay, and after that when we calculate beta, it's very simple. It's very integration of sin x and cos x, and after substituting the value of limit, you will get the area, that is a equals to 3, which is very easy. You can solve by yourself very easily. So we get a equals to what beta? 3, and the question asking find the value of a plus a square. So what is the value of a plus a square beta? That is nothing but 3 plus 3 square, that is nothing but 3 plus 3 square, 3 plus 9, that is 12, that is 12. So area of this area is 3, and the value is what? A plus a square is what? 9 plus 3, that is 12. Okay, so this is integer type questions which area is 12, and this question beta, this question belongs to area under curve, which is taught by after the definite integration. Okay, now come to the next part beta. Now next question is the coefficient of x square x cube are in AP of binomial expansion, this one, then the sum of value of n is what? So first of all, this question belongs to chapter, which chapter? Binomial theorem. Which chapter beta? Binomial theorem. And you can say subtopic coefficient. So first of all, we will find the coefficient of x square in the expansion of this. So first of all, simplify it. 1 plus x square का whole square into 1 plus x का power n. 1 plus x का power n. Now simplify this function beta. X square का whole square, that is x का power 4 plus 2x square plus 1, and remaining beta when you expand it, that is we will get nc0 plus nc1x plus nc2x square and nc3 x cube, nc3 x cube NC3 x cube and dot dot dot. We'll get the last term. Okay. Last term is what beta? NCN x power n. Okay. Now the question telling coefficient of x and x square and x cube. So first of all we will find coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? So we will get the coefficient of x when this number multiply with what? This number means 1 into NC1 means coefficient of x is what? 1 into NC1, that is NC1. Okay. Now next beta, coefficient of x square na? The coefficient of x square beta, when this term multiply with this term we'll get x square term, and when this term multiply with this term we'll get again the x square term. So what? 2 into NC0, 2 into NC0 and 1 into NC2 plus 1 into NC2. This is a coefficient of x square. Now next, coefficient of x cube. So coefficient of x cube we will get what beta? From when this term multiplying with this term we will get x cube term, and when 1 multiply with this term we will get again x cube term. Okay now, so 2 into NC1 to 2 into NC1 plus 1 into NC3, 1 into NC3. So these are the coefficient beta. When you simplify it, this is n, this is 2 plus n in NC2 means n into n minus 1 by 2, and this is nothing but 2 into NC1, that is 2n, plus NC3 is nothing but n into n plus n minus 1. N minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. Now, according to question telling the coefficient of x square, x cube are in AP, means what beta? Let us say if this is A, if this is B, and this is C, and ABC are in AP, means 2B equals to A plus C, means 2B, the twice of this term. So twice of this term is nothing but 2 plus n into n plus n minus 1 by 2 equals to A plus C, that is n plus this whole term 2n plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. So when you simplify this equation beta, this is simple cubic equations. So when you simplify this equation, you get what? N equals to 2, 3 and 4. This is not too much difficult. You simplify it and get the value of n, that is 2, 3 and 4. The question asking the sum of all value of n, means sum of all value is what beta? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 11. So 11 is the, sorry, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. So 9 is the correct answer. So according to this, sum of all value of n is what beta? 9. Okay. So now come to the next part, next question beta. Next question is this one. This question is from chapter Statistics, and the subtopic you can say beta, mean and variance. Mean and variance. Okay now, and it's very simple. Mean and variance is given 7 by 2 and 293.4, and they are asking find the mean of this. So what is the mean beta? Sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. So sum of all observation minus 10 minus n minus x plus y plus 16 plus 2 plus 9. How many observation beta? Total 8 observation. Total divided by 8, and that is equals to 7 by 2. Okay. Now variance is given 293 upon 4. So variance how it at minus 10 ka square, 7 ka square. So variance is nothing but summation of xi square by n, that is 8, minus mean ka square. Variance is given beta how much? 293 upon 4, and that is equals to summation xi square means minus 10 ka square minus 10 ka square, that is 100, plus 7 ka minus 7 ka square 49, 1 ka square 1, minus 1 ka square 1, x square, again y square, 16 ka square, and 22 ka square, plus 9 ka square, divided by beta total 8, and mean given 7 by 2, that is 7 by 2 ka whole square. Two equations. So when we solve this equation beta, you get what? X plus y. I already solved, but if you also solve beta, you get same result, that is x plus y equals to 19. And when you solving this equation, you also get x square plus y square equals to 193. It's simple equation. Just simplify and get the value x square plus y square equals to 193. Now beta, two equations, two unknown. Simply we will solve this equation and get the value of x and y. By after solving first equation and second equation, you will get what? X equals to 12 and y equals to 7. X equals to 12 and y equals to 7. 12 plus 7, 19. 12 ka square plus 7 ka square, 193. So when we simplify, you get x equals to 12 and y equals to 7. Now according to question, mean of this number beta, x plus y plus 1 modulus of x minus y. So now mean of, we'll find this mean. So x plus y plus x plus y plus 1 plus x minus y ka modulus. And how many number beta? 1, 2, 3 and 4 divided by 4. 4 observation, so that's why I'm dividing by 4. Simplify karo beta. So x 2 times x plus y, that is 90 into 2, 38, plus 1, and modulus of x minus y means 12 minus 7, 5 divided by 4. Simplify it and get the answer beta. 39 plus 5, 44 divided by 4, that is what? 11. So after simplifying, the mean of the given x comma y comma x plus y plus 1 comma modulus of x minus y is nothing but 11. Understood? So this is easy question. If you apply the simple concept, simple formula, you'll definitely get the answer. Okay, now come to the next part, next question. Next question is belong from integration part. This integration, indefinite integration. This question belongs to indefinite integration. This is a special form. This is a special type of integration. I'm just trying to explain it. Try to understand better. Fx given this one, so I just simplifying and writing. Fx is integration of e to the power x. Okay. 2 minus x square I'm writing 1 plus 1 minus x square. Okay. Now divided by, here beta 1 plus root over 1 plus x, and here also 1 minus x ka power 3 by 2 is nothing but root of 1 minus x into 1 minus x. When you multiply it, we will get what? 3 by 2. Okay, dx is also there. After that beta, now listen carefully. I'm just doing like this, e to the power x. Now multiply it beta. 1 plus x into 1 minus x, 1 minus x square. So I'm just also writing like this, 1 by 1 minus x square into 1 minus x. 1 minus x square into 1 minus x, and next part plus 1 minus x square upon 1 minus x square into 1 minus x. I'm dividing into two terms. See carefully. This term 1 divided by this whole, and the remaining 1 minus x square divided by whole is here. After that, this is 1 minus x square is again a plus a square minus b square. So a plus b into a minus b. So minus will cancel, remaining plus part. So 1 by root over 1 minus x square into 1 minus x plus, this will cancel out, so remaining 1 plus x upon, this is again beta 1 minus x into 1 plus x, 1 minus x into 1 plus x. Now again this root part will cancel, so what will we will get beta? Integration of e to the power x, bracket open, 1 upon 1 minus x square root into 1 minus x plus, this will cancel out, so root of 1 plus x upon root of 1 minus x. Now the after this step beta, the beauty of question is, after this step you think that this is looking like f and this is looking like f dash x. So you know integration of e to the power x fx plus f dash x is nothing but integration of e to the power x fx. So what is the fx beta? Fx is nothing but e to the power x into fx. Fx is this term, so 1 plus upon 1 minus x plus c directly. Yes or no? Now f0 पे 0. Now substitute 0 equals to f0 पे 0, e to the power 0 1 beta, 1 minus 0 again 0 1, so remaining is 1 plus c. So from this c equals to what beta? From this c equals to what beta? C equals to minus 1. After that beta, we'll substitute c and we will get what? Fx. Fx is nothing but e to the power x square root of 1 plus x upon 1 minus x minus 1. And now they are asking f of 1 by 2. F of 1 by 2. Now substitute x equals to 1 by 2. So f of 1 by 2 is nothing but e to the power, I'm writing here, okay now? Fx 1 by 2 is nothing but e to the power 1 by 2, that is root e, okay, and 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2, and 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 3 by 2 and divided by 1 by 2, 1 by 2 to cancel, so remaining is what beta? 3 and minus 1. So what we will get beta? 3e minus 1. So what is the after that? So what is the f of 1 by 2 beta? F of 1 by 2 is nothing but root 3e minus 1. When we check the options, the fourth option is the correct one. Understood? Now come to the next part, next question, which is also of mathematics. Now come to this part beta. This question belongs to the matrix part. Matrix. Chapter matrix. Okay now? Chapter matrix class 12th, and you can say subtopic is property of adjoint. Property of adjoint of matrix. When you know this property beta, I am telling 100% now. If you know the property of adjoint, you can simply solve these equations and get the 4 marks, definitely. So how to solve? It's given beta, age of 3 cross 3 order, age given, order 3 cross 3 means order 3. We have to find x such that x in the term of this, determinant of age given 6, okay now? We have to find m plus n, that is when you find m and n, after the substituting you will get the m plus n. So first of all, there is one property I am telling, integration of kx is nothing but integration of k to the power a into, sorry, determinant of ka is equals to k ka power n into determinant of A, where n is what? The order of the matrix. So according to this, beta 3 will come outside. So 3 ka power order 3 adjoint of A square codeterminants, and this is also equal into adjoint of 2A codeterminants. Okay. Now determinants of adjoint of A is nothing but determinants of A ka power n minus 1. So after this beta 3 ka power 3 determinants of A square ka whole 3 minus 1, that is 2, n minus 1 hota na. So 3 minus 1, that is 2, and again here 2A ka determinants ka power 2. After that beta it becomes determinants of A ka power 4, and again beta we will apply this property, that is 2 ka power 3 into determinants of A ka whole power 2, whole power 2. After that 3 ka power 3 into determinants of A ka power 4 into 2 ka power 6, 3 into 2 6, and determinants of A ka power 2. Simplify it beta, 3 ka power 3 into 2 ka power 6 into determinants of A ka power 6. And according to, in question it's given determinants of A is 6. Determinants of A is 6. So now we're substituting here. So 3 ka power 3 into 2 ka power 6, and determinants of A ka power 6 means 6 is nothing but 2 into 3. So 2 into 3 ka power again 6. Now simplify beta, 3 ka power 3, 2 ka power 6. Yeah, I'm writing directly. Pencil कहाँ गया? So after that beta, I'm writing directly now. That's why. From here 2 ka power 6 and from here 2 ka power 6. So 6 6 12, and 3 ka power 3 and 3 ka power 6, total 9. When we're equating this with the 2 ka, this is x, and when we equate this with 2 ka power m and 3 ka power m. So what is the value of m beta? 9, and n beta 12. They are asking m plus n, means 12 plus 9, that is 21. That is 21. So according to this, which option is correct beta? First one is correct. Okay, understood? This question is also, you can say, easy to moderate. If you know the property of one, this property and one adjoint property, you can simply solve this question. Okay, so now come to the next part, next question, which is also from mathematics part. This question, if B and C lie on the line this, and point A is this, BC is given 10 and 10, then find the area of triangle ABC is what? This is also an easy question beta, try to understand it. One line is there, I'm writing a line, x by 1 is equals to 1 minus y by minus 2 is nothing but y minus 1 by 2. So I'm writing here y minus 1 by 2 and z minus 2 by 3. Okay now, one point is here 1 comma 6 comma 3, and 2 points B and C lying on the line. 2 points B and C lie on this line, and they are asking what is the area of this triangle. They are asking what is the area of this triangle. They are asking what is the area of this triangle. Okay, listen, base is given 10. Okay now, base is given, BC is 10. If I calculate the height of the triangle, then after that I will get the area of triangle, that is half into base into height. So our main motto is find the height of the triangle, this one, yes or no? So our motto is to find the, our target is to find the height of the triangle. Okay now, so let's find the height of the triangle. So this is perpendicular to the line. So dr of this line and this line, product of dr of this line and this line are 0. So I'm doing the same things. So first one, take this point as a D, and parametric point. What is the parametric point of D beta? According to this line, So let us suppose this is called lambda. So first x is lambda, y beta 2 lambda plus 1 and 3 lambda plus 2. Okay, now we'll take the dr product. So lambda into 1 into lambda plus 2 into 2 lambda plus 1, 2 into 2 lambda plus 1 plus 3 into 3 lambda plus 2 and the product is 0. What is the value of lambda beta? Lambda 4 lambda plus 2 plus 9 lambda plus 6 equals to 0. 9 4 13 plus 1 14 lambda, and that equals to 6 to 8. 6 or to 8, that equals to minus 8. That equals to minus 8. I think there is any calculation mistakes. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm taking this different thing. Oh. We have to find the dr, na? I'm taking point. Dr of this line. Dr of perpendicular line. So what is the dr of perpendicular line? Lambda minus 1. Lambda minus 1 into 1. So 1 into lambda minus 1. Again, dr of this line, so 2 into 2 lambda plus 1 minus 6. So 2 into 2 lambda plus 1 minus 6 plus 3 times 3 lambda plus 2 minus 3, and that is equals to 0. Simplify it. Lambda minus 1 plus 4 lambda minus 5, that is minus 10. 9 lambda minus 1, that is minus 3 equals to 0. So what is lambda? Again 14 lambda. 9 plus 1, 10 plus 14, and this is what beta? Again 14. So lambda equals to 1. We will get what lambda beta? Lambda is nothing but 1. Now substitute the value of lambda here. Substitute the value of lambda here. So what is the point of this point with this coordinate? Lambda equals to 1. So 1, 3 and 5. We'll get this point. We know this point. Find the distance between this point. What is the distance beta? 1 minus 1, 0. 6 minus 3. 3 ka square 9 and 3 minus 2. 3 minus 5. 2 ka square 4. 9 plus 4, 13. Means this distance is nothing but 13. So simple ho gaya na? After that, find the area. Area of triangle ABC is nothing but half into base given 10 and height we calculated, that is 13. After simplifying, what we will get beta? 5 root 13. This question is moderate, easy to moderate, yes or no? This question directly belongs to easy to moderate. Understood? Yes or no? So which option is correct beta? Option second is correct. Understood? So this all about maths part beta. Now I am going to do the analysis of total maths question. Okay, today shift, first shift beta. So come to the shift part. It's visible now. It's there is total 16 memory based question beta in first shift. First question is simply beta straight line. First question belongs from straight line, distance of point. When you know the distance of point from a line and applying the concept, you directly get the answer beta. It's moderate level question. If you know the formula, little we can say concept part, that is a line passing through the center of rectangle is bisecting the rectangle into two equal area. So from that part is moderate. Okay, now it's belongs from class 11th, that is moderate level. When you come to the next part, that is relation part, again beta types of relation, it's very easy. If you know the in that question, directly find the I, am, and this is easy question beta. This is not too much difficult. Okay, now, and it also belongs to the class 11 types of relation. It's basic questions. Next question beta, PNC, permutation and combinations. When we study in the class na, alike and like objects, arrangement of like and alike object, from that part this question came beta. This question is also moderate level. There is 4 cases. If you miss any one of the cases, na, you lost the answer. So be careful in that. This types of question, whenever this types of question coming in the next session, na, tomorrow or 28th paper, na. So be careful in this types of question. Make the cases properly, carefully, and try to solve it. Okay, now. So this is according to this. This question is of moderate part, that is 12th. Next, beta, binomial. Binomial is also good question, property based question. It's moderate level. When you come to the vector part is simple beta. There is one scalar triple product. When you go with the scalar triple product, directly moderate level. Means if you know the formula, directly apply the formula and get the answers. Okay, now there is conics part. One more thing is there, definite integration. Simply in definite integration, beta, this is question is also easy. Apply the concept, and this question also beta easy, 12 from 12th portion. So this question is also easy. If you come to the trigonometric area, 11th part, this is just explained by the right now. Area, there is sine and cos, maximum sine and cos. Just draw the diagram and break the regions and integrate it. And be careful while taking the negative parts. When curve is below x-axis, take modulus. And after that, calculate, you'll get the answer. This is also moderate. We can say easy also, but if you're careful there, in modulus time. Binomial also again beta easy to moderate. So I'm taking moderate part. Again, a state beta, 2 or 3 times this question coming from statistics. Mean and variance given, and they are asking variable x or y or a or b. So be careful in these types of questions. Just remember the formula. What is the mean formula? What is the variance formula? What is the standard variance formula? When you applies and get the answer. That's it. These types of question is directly coming from the formula based. That is integration part. In indefinite integration part, you have to think that part. That is integration of fx is integration of fx into that function. It's after breaking, it's come like e to power x into fx plus f dash x. It is a special form. So from that part, it's difficult because if you see the question after simplifying, and if you observe, this is fx and this is f dash x. So this is a, you can say, difficult part. At that point, you have to think something. Next, also matrix. Matrix is also very easy beta. Simply remember the adjoint property and apply the concept, get the answer. That is moderate level, easy to moderate level. So I'm taking in moderate case. Third beta, 3D question. It's not 3D, but you can take in 3D because only taking one concept of 3D. Perpendicular distance triangle is given. Perpendicular distance you have to find from the point. After calculating the points, so it's also very easy part beta. So overall beta, if you calculate the easy number of easy questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 5 easy questions, and moderate questions 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and out of them are 1 are difficult. Means this paper is not too much difficult beta. It's easy to moderate. Easy to moderate category means moderate category you can take. This paper, this total 16 question, memory based question are totally moderate level paper. If you applying the formula carefully, you'll get the good marks. So now next physics, chemistry. Next chemistry man is coming and explain some more things. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, let us wind up the remaining set of questions which we have received from the students. I think around 9 more questions we are left with. Let's finish them. And today's paper was not that as easy as expected like last 2 days. It's of more of theory and conceptual questions, and students need to know the total chemistry concept for attempting today's paper. So let us see how the remaining questions can be put forward. Now, this is one organic question. Organic, always we've been seeing all the sequences, nothing beyond that. So it's again coming from carboxylic acids, as you have seen, degradation reaction. Degradation reaction has always been asked. So is the case with the compound over here. We have P, a carboxylic acid combining with ammonia. Ma'am, you may think that how do you get it's P, carboxylic acid? Because We are trying to see the reagent over here. This reagent is hypobromite reaction, where we can, the reagent is used for hypobromite reaction, where we are degrading an amide to an amine. All right. So you have totally 1, 2, 3 reactions involved in this. So first, the compound, if you consider among them, this is not a carboxylic acid. You can eliminate this. This is an aldehyde. Definitely I would eliminate. This is a primary amine. Definitely I will eliminate. So the compound is carboxylic acid, which is satisfying all our products. You are treating with ammonia. On heating, you get an amide. Amide on treating with hypobromite, bromine NaOH, that is hypobromite ion. You get primary amine with 1 carbon less, that is nothing but aniline. Aniline on treating with chloroform and KOH. This is called as carbylamine reaction. Isocyanate test or primary amine test to get a foul smelling compound called phenyl isocyanide. So this is our product. So definitely every student must have done this correct. That is option 4. Now let's go for the next question. So the chapter is carboxylic acids and amines. And this is a sequence, and the level of the question is considered to be an easy one. Next question. This is a complex coordination compound. Every shift we are getting 2 questions. We are asked in a different way. He is giving us 2 complexes, both having oxalate as the ligand, and the chromium and cobalt are the 2 transition metal ions. He is asking us the ratio of crystal field stabilization energy of 1 and 2 complexes, neglecting the pairing effect or pairing energy and considering the splitting energy, which is same, considered to be X. So we just have to see the unpaired electrons or the number of electrons present in the 2 levels. So chromium in oxidation state +3 state, we have T2G3 in the octahedral complexes. We know oxalato is a bidentate ligand. So 3 2s are 6 is the secondary valency of chromium here is 6. That's the reason they invariably form octahedral complexes. So this is an octahedral complex. So we divide that into T2G and EG. 3 electrons having 3 unpaired electrons in T2G. EG has no electrons. Similarly, cobalt. Cobalt +3 also. Cobalt atomic number 27. 4s2 3d7. You remove 3 electrons. 4s2 electrons are lost. 3d7 will become 3d6. And oxalato being strong ligand with cobalt, you again have T2G6. 6 electrons are paired, no electrons in here. So the number of electrons in T2G are 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. No need of any formula which calculate the crystal field stabilization energy, because the number of electrons which are present in a T2G itself will determine the CFSE. So based on the ratio of the electrons, we can also decide the ratio of crystal field stabilization energy. So definitely this will be a moderate question to difficult question to the students, because students should know that how to arrive. Otherwise all students will be misled to calculating the using the formula. So that way they may go wrong and deciding the oxalato being weak ligand or strong ligand. If you don't know the strength of the oxalato, also you will be going wrong. So the chapter is coordination compounds, and always he is asking crystal field theory. Today 2 questions came on crystal field theory. So all the students who are going to write next shifts should get ready with this concept. Next question number, again from organic. This again, see, once again I was telling about organic, all sequence reactions are asked. And without aldol condensation, the questions are, the paper is incomplete. So finally on the 3rd day, that is today, he has asked us the aldol condensation. He has given us 2 products which are in turn mixed with the dilute base. A and B are the products obtained which are mixed and treated with dilute base. So whenever 2 carbonyl compounds, you should know that A and B are carbonyl compounds. Find the compounds A and B first. Cyanide, propane nitrile, 1, 2, 3, C triple bond N. You are treating with Stephen's reagent, that is your tin HCl plus followed by hydrolysis. You get aldehyde containing 3 carbons, CH3, CH2, CHO. You have butene, 2-butene on reductive ozonolysis. You know that you will break the sigma as well as the pi bonds. So you will get B as 2 moles of ethanol. These two students will get ready because first one is a named reaction. Every student must have been prepared. Second one is also normal ozonolysis. B is also ready. Problem is now A and B combining to give you an condensed product. So whenever we see condensed products, you can get symmetry. There is a shortcut. What is the shortcut? If you are combining 2 moles of propanol, so this is your CH3, CH3, double bond. When alpha hydrogens of this will combine. This should be one of the product. Second product may be 2 moles of ethanol, CH3, CH, double bond, CH, single bond, CHO. So when you're doing the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds formed, you should just see that the alpha hydrogens are only involved, not the beta hydrogens. So this is one. Next, combining with the aldehydic carbon of ethanol, aldehydic oxygen of ethanol and alpha hydrogens of propanol. This is the third product. Fourth product will be carbonyl group of propanol. You have your aldehyde propanol. 1 second. Yeah. Here also, I'll just, yeah. Here you have CH3, CH, carbonyl compound, no, CH2, CH3. This is your compound. All right, this is alpha hydrogen. This is a simple mixed, simple condensation. This is also simple condensation. I have done a mixed condensation. Now another mixed condensation. This is nothing but carbonyl group of propanol and aldehydic carbon alpha hydrogens of ethanol. This is your alpha hydrogens of ethanol. Yeah. So now just select the options which are not matching. He is asking us choose the incorrect product. So we should first of all think. This is your CHO, CHC, double bond CH3. And you have here that compound. This is your 2-butenal. One of them is already there. This is present or formed. And you have your alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. You have your alpha hydrogens of this. But here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. So definitely this is not your answer. Coming to this again, you have alpha hydrogens of propanol and you also have alpha hydrogens of propanol. This is our compound. This is also formed. And this is again alpha hydrogens of propanol and carbonyl group of ethanol. This is also formed. So all these are formed. And your answer is option 2. So this is definitely not simple for the students, though it is discussed in the NCERT textbook. It is a cross-aldol condensation. Many students will definitely miss it out. So I will consider this question as a difficult level for a normal student. All right, let us go for the next question. Yeah, this he is giving you from inorganic chemistry. This is simplest one. So P block elements is the topic. Electronegativity decreases regularly down the group. Here he has given which is actually irregular. So aluminium happens to be the electropositive, then electronegativity of aluminium is lesser, but again gallium increases. So therefore this is wrong. Ionic radii decreases down the group. He says that is again wrong. From boron to aluminium, atomic radii or ionic radius increases. So that way this is also wrong. Boron has highest ionization enthalpy. That is absolutely correct. Similarly, trichloride of aluminium is covalent in nature. AlCl3 is having a small cation, large anion, and therefore the compound is trigonal planar. It is covalent in nature. So the statement C and D are correct. So let's go with the second option. This only when you know the periodic properties of the 13th group well, you can answer this. Otherwise, you can even miss this. So this also I will consider moderate level. Many students will not see the word regularly or the gradations are not that easy. 13th group is a specific case. The next, this is simplest one, easy one, many students can answer. Bayer's test is also known as unsaturation test. So here test for unsaturation, the pink color of KMnO4, Bayer's reagent is nothing but alkaline KMnO4, which is pink in color. So that will be decolorized. So you can say A is linked to 4. So I will eliminate these two options. Stick on to second and fourth. Now cetic ammonium nitrate can test. It is for red color. Test for alcohols. So B2. So you have your B3. Eliminate this. So let's go with option 2. The remaining also tolerance reagent test is, it's a phenolic test is violet purple, purple to violet color. Tolerance test is your silver mirror test. So C3 and D1. So we will stick on to the option 3 is, option 2 is absolutely correct. So this I will consider as easy one. Practical organic chemistry, that is the topic of this question, and most of the students must have got it correct. Next question, here is given an electrochemistry question, beautifully asked. It's totally conceptual question, no numerical base. So students should know that the basic fundamental reaction here, Ag is solid. It in presence of chloride forms AgCl solid and loses an electron. So this is an oxidation. Similarly, you have ferric ions, ferrous ions undergoing. So this is actually the reduction part because this happens to be oxidation. This will be the reduction because it's a ferric chloride in contact with platinum. It is undergoing reduction to form what? Ferrous. So this is the reduction half reaction. So overall reaction when you write here, Ag solid plus chloride in aqueous solution plus ferric ion in aqueous solution giving rise to AgCl solid plus ferrous ions in solution or aqueous condition. So when I write Nernst equation for this or calculation of E cell, which is E naught cell minus 0.059 1 by n, number of electrons are involved is 1. Log products by reactants. What are the products over here? Products are Fe plus 2 ions. Silver chloride is a solid, unity. So you don't consider that. Next comes chloride and ferric ions. Chloride ion concentration and ferric ion concentration. So now he is asking us question, which of the following cases E cell will increase? You know, there is a minus sign here. If I increase ferrous ions concentration, E cell will decrease. So option 1 is ruled out. Similarly, if I increase ferric and chloride ion concentration, the denominator increases. So minus of minus, this will increase. So therefore, option 2. So the concentration of the denominator is raised. You know that log negative value will be log minus of minus. That way, this is here outside the bracket also we have minus. So therefore, on calculation, you see the E cell increasing. So definitely this is a difficult question for students. It is not a moderate one because students should know how to write the two half reactions and then arrive to the E cell. So students can as well leave this question, but don't meddle with questions and guess the answers. Then next question. Consider the following statements and choose the correct options. This is again a practical chemistry question. Students should know complexes along with the formation or identification of the metal ions. Practical inorganic chemistry. Practical inorganic chemistry with the complex combination, coordination compounds. Nickel plus 2 forms pink color with a complex with dimethyl glyoxime made ligandism, DMG. You know what is glyoxameto? You know that nickel forms dative bonds with the nitrogens. This is one, another glyoxime because it forms DMG taken twice. This is a complex. All right, so let's do this. Again, another nitrogen forming a dative bond. All right, you have here OH forming hydrogen bond. Similarly, O minus forming hydrogen bond. Now here dimethyl glyoxameto. So this is the structure of the complex. He is asking us nickel forms pink color complex. That is correct. Statement A is correct. Nickel complex DMG contains 2 rings which are 5-membered. Absolutely right. You can see the member. I would try to give you the pink color, rings. 1 and 2. So definitely you have 2 5-membered rings. So that is also correct. Let's go for the second statement 2. Third statement, nickel plus 2 has 2 unpaired electrons. That is wrong. Why do you think nickel plus 2 does not have unpaired electrons? Because DMG is forming a strong ligand. You have here 28 as atomic number of nickel. In plus 2 state, 3D8, 4S2. 4S2 is lost. So you have 3D8. DSP2 configuration, square planar complex. So when you are involving square planar complex, when nickel is involving square planar complex formation, the 3D8 will be 4, all the electrons will be filled. So there is no unpaired electrons. So statement C is wrong. You should know C should not be present. C is here, here and here. So I will just go with first option without even reading the D statement. Why? Because students may not know. He has given us smartly to know how to eliminate options. Nickel plus 2 complex with DMG is soluble at pH 9. No, it is soluble at pH less than 5. All right, so that way, even if you don't know statement D, you still can answer because we know that DMG is involving in square planar complex and there are no unpaired electrons. Okay, so the chapter is coordination compounds also with practical inorganic chemistry. Okay, and you can say it is a difficult question. So the previous 2 and this 3 difficult questions already we have done now. Now let's go for the next question. This is coming in with an easy question from biomolecules. What is that question? Consider the following molecules. He has given us the Haworth structures of a carbohydrate. He's only asking whether it is reducing or not. He's asking us to pick up how many of them are non-reducing. Non-reducing are the anomeric carbon position main. These are all anomeric carbons where your hemiacetal rings formed. The hemiacetal group, if it is present, it is still said to be reducing. Otherwise, it is not reducing. What is hemiacetal? Carbon having one OH and one OR. If it is acetal, carbon has 2 ether groups. If this is the condition, it is said to be non-reducing and we have to pick up those. Here you have carbon, O carbon and here you have OH. It is said to be reducing. This is also reducing. This will be non-reducing. Why? Because we have 2 ether linkages. All right, so non-reducing. So option C and D. So you have to select your option. That is 4th. Definitely it's an easy one. Most commonly prepared expected question and students must have prepared very thoroughly. So if students have not prepared, at least for the not finished their exam, at least for the next shifts, they should know that how to pick up reducing and non-reducing areas. This is again an inorganic question. Following molecules are given: nitric acid, NF3, H2SO4 and ozone. Consider the molecule some T randomly which we are supposed to select. Having maximum number of lone pairs on all atoms. It's so easy to identify if the question is so clear. Sometimes if it is not mentioned, students may be in a fix to pick up the central atom with lone pairs or all the atoms. But here is clear, mentioning that the lone pairs of all the atoms. So question is clear. The bond angle where M is central atom. Now let's see here. Here we have nitric acid. And you have OH. So you have here 3 plus 2 plus 2. So you have here 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7 lone pairs. Nitrogen has no lone pairs. NF3, nitrogen has a lone pair. Fluorines are there. Definitely each fluorine has 3 lone pairs. So definitely this will be your 10 lone pairs. I think this is a compound with maximum lone pairs overall. Sulfuric acid, H2SO4, S double bond O, OH. Sulfur has no lone pairs, only oxygen has. You have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lone pairs. Ozone definitely has lesser than. So I will pick up this. And the angle of nitrogen here is around 102 degrees. So that's your option. Because it is because of the lone pair repulsions of fluorine and nitrogen, the bond angle is reduced from tetrahedral angle. So it is around 102 to 103 and your option is 3. Next question. So this is completing the 19th question. So we have almost discussed 20 questions or 19 to 20 questions in today's paper by the memory of the students. So sir is coming for discussing the analysis of physics.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, hello students, my name is Vishal Sarwa and I am physics teacher at Resonance Chola campus. Now, let's discuss some remaining questions of physics. And as we know, all the main questions of physics were mostly they were from formula basis only. So, let's start physics question. Okay, so start. So, if you know the formulas, you can easily solve the questions. There is no worry in physics part. Okay. Okay. So first question in physics is find the ratio of energy stored in the two springs shown in the figure K1, K2 and mass M1 and M2. Okay. So it is given that 2 K1 equals to K2 and 4 M1 equals to A2. So now we know that energy stored in spring is E equals to half K x square. Now x is the half K A square. A is the maximum amplitude. So in this case, amplitude A will be mg by K. So now replace, so energy will be half K m square G square by K square. So basically it will be m square G square by 2K. Now simply solve E1 by E2. Now we know G square and 2 are constant. Simply we can write m1 square by m2 square into K1, K2 by K1. Now, 2K1 equals to K2. That means K2 equals to 2K1 and M2 equals to 4M1. So, M1 square, M2 will be 4M1. So, 16M1 square and K2 is 2K1. So, 2K1 divided by K1. So, K1, K1 cancel, M1 square, answer will be 1 by 8. So, the ratio of the energy is equal to 1 by 8. So, option 3 are correct answer. Simple formula based, you can easily score +4 marks in the question. Okay, so next question is, okay, so next question is 2 point particles of mass is 2m and m are attached to a massless rod of length L. Okay, so the rod does not have any mass. Find angular momentum of this system about an axis passing through their center of mass
and perpendicular to the rod. So basically this is the system. We have 2m mass and m mass. They are connected by a massless rod. So this length is L. Okay. Now the question is find the angle. Find the sir. Okay. Find the angular momentum above the center of mass. So let's say this center of mass and perpendicular to the rod. So if total length is L, this mass is 2m. So center of mass from 2m mass, it will be L by 3 distance, and from m it will be 2L by 3. So we know that angular momentum will be I omega. So calculate total I. So total I will be moment of inertia due to 2m mass. So 2m into L square, L will be L by 3. So L square by 9 plus moment of inertia of m. So m into length 2L by 3. So 4 L square by 9. So total moment of inertia will become 6 by 9 m L square, or we can write 2 by 3 m L square. So this is the moment of inertia of the system. Now angular momentum, we know that J equals to I omega. So 2 by 3 m L square omega. Simple, again formula based question. So option will be our option number 1. Simple formula based question. Okay, if you move to the next question. So next question is the peak current in LCR series AC circuit is shown is 5 milliampere. So the maximum current is given 5 milliampere. Then we have to find the value of capacitance. So we know that maximum current I will be E naught by under root R square plus XC minus XL2 whole square. So I is given 5 milliampere. So write the values. 5 into 10 to power minus 3. E naught is 50. Okay. 50 divided by under root R square. So resistance is given as 100 ohm. So R square will be 10 to power 4. Plus XC, we know that it is 1 by omega C. So omega is given in the question is as 100. So 1 by 100 C minus 100 XL. So XL L is given 2 into 2 whole square. Now solve this. So we can write under root 10 to power 4 plus 1 by 100 C minus 100 into 2 to power 2 equals to 50 by 5 into 10 to power minus 3. So it will become 10 to power 4. Now take the square from both the sides. So we will get 10 to power 4 plus 1 by 100 C minus 200 whole square equals to 10 to power 8. Now we can see 10 to power 4 is negligible with respect to 10 to power 8. Okay, now take under root from both the sides. So we will get 1 upon 100 C minus 200 equals to 10 to power 4. Again 200 is negligible with respect to 10 to power 4. So we can directly write 1 by 100 C equals to 10 to power 4. So our C will become 1 by 10 to power 6, or we can write 1 microfarad. Okay, so the value of capacitance will be nearly to 1 microfarad. So option 1 is the answer. Again formula based, but yes, calculation is lengthy. So next question we have two medium of refractive indices N1 and N2 have plane interference. Speed of light in the first is given as 2.4 into 10 to power 8 meter per second, and in second it is given 2.8 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. Okay. Find critical angle of incidence when light travels from first to 2. So basically again it's a formula based question. We know that for critical angle sine theta c will be and mu 2 1. Okay. So simple, we can write sine theta c will be v1 by v2, or just remember that sine cannot be more than 1, so smaller value divided by higher value. So simple, 2.4 by 2.8, because 10 to power 8 will cancel out. So if we divide by 4, we will get 6 by 7. So theta c will be sine inverse 6 by 7. Simple formula base. So option 1 is the correct answer for this also. Okay, next question. Okay, so next question is from electromagnetic induction. So there's a rod of length 20 centimeter and magnetic field is 0.2 Tesla. So the question is, after fallen through 2000 meter, what is the motional EMF? We know that motional EMF E equals to VLB. So after falling to 2000 meter, what will be velocities, bachcho? So it will be under root 2 gh. So under root 2, let's say g is 10, h is 2000, into length is 20 centimeters, so 0.2, and magnetic field also 0.2. So let's solve. So it will be 400 into 0.2 into 0.2. So basically it will be 16 volts. No, this will be 2, so this will be 8 volts. Okay, so answer will be 8 volts. Next, a uniform wire is beat into the shape of circle as given in the question. So this angle is 90. Okay, so have resistance per unit length as lambda. A battery is connected across the point A and B, which is substance an angle 90 degree. The question is find the equivalent resistance. So we know that this is a parallel combination of resistance. So let's assume total resistance of the wire is small r. So small r will be lambda into 2 pi r. Now if we see the system, it will behave like this. So this will be 90 degrees. So this is 1 by 4th part of the circle. So this will, let's say, r by 4, and this will be 3r by 4. So r equivalent in this case will be 3r by 4 into r by 4 divided by 3r by 4 plus r by 4. So basically it is r only. So we have 3 by 16 into r. Now r is lambda into 2 pi r. So 3 by 16 into 2 pi r, lambda 2 pi r. So 2 and it will cancel 8 times. So we have 3 pi by 8 into lambda r. So this is the r equivalent for this question. So option 3 is the correct answer. And next, okay, so these are the all questions from physics. Now I would like to request Zakir sir for the analysis of physics. Sir.
Subject partiality.
Alright, so we are going to start the physics analysis. As you have seen the questions, they're not that much calculative. Some of them were calculative, but overall the physics paper, 20 questions or let's say 22 questions can be done in 45 minutes and easily save 10 minute time for rechecking. And rechecking really matters because sometimes you do 4 into 4, somehow writing 8 and then thinking that the answer is like 1 by 4, which you really need to be careful. Now in the analysis, we are going to talk about how many questions came from 11th, are they balanced with the 11th and 12th class, are they calculative, are they simple or not, and checking out each and every topic as well. So moving on to the first point. First is how many questions we got here. How many questions we got here for 11? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of 17 questions, we got 7, and the remaining questions were like 3. So pretty much it was a balance, but they were slightly tilted toward the 12th class, which means we have seen this pattern many times. Semiconductor, we have seen modern physics, we have seen electrostatics. These type of chapter, these type of topics which are from the 12th are becoming priority here. So make sure you do that, but that doesn't mean the 11th should be left out. So let's see in 11th what we are seeing here. We see kinematics, little bit of elasticity. This is kind of like new. And then we have unit dimension, which like repeated many times as well, sometimes combined with other chapters as well. Next, we have simple harmonic motion and center of mass NLM. Now these two are sort of like newly came, but this RBD is pretty much like stuck here. It is going to be in every list. It was there in every list. So make sure you do the RBD well enough. Moving on to the 12th part, as I already stated, majority were like 12th, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you actually see something in 12th, we got M, which means not here, which means they are slightly calculative, meaning overall it's still formula based. Okay, as long as you know the formula, it's smooth sail. But if you do not know the formula, you might have to derive. So I highly recommend you remember those formulas. Now in the 12th class, let's see the topics here. We got electrostatics, we got atomic physics, which is again modern physics. Then we have semiconductor and xenodiode. Look at this thing. Semiconductor is appearing a lot, either with the logic gate or either with the diode. Okay, and here we got AC. Now this one is new because we didn't see this thing much. For AC, I would highly suggest you just remember the series connection because everything just follows that. Moving on, ray optics was an old player. We already saw this thing multiple times. And lastly, EMI and current, which kind of like always happen once or twice. So overall, I will say in 12th, focus on modern physics, focus on semiconductor, really focus on semiconductor, even though it's the last chapter. And for 11th class, I will highly recommend this RBD. You will always see this question. Now, this is all about the physics. Now, I would welcome Vamsi sir for doing the chemistry analysis.
Hello all students. So myself Vamsi Krishna, chemistry faculty. So here let us see in today's January 23rd chemistry paper, whatever the questions we have got, let's see the analysis part, what might be the weightage from 11th and 12th, then difficulty level and which chapters were stressed more, like that. But overall paper, I also have all majority of the question I also have solved it, seen it that the quality of the questions are good, that the paper is in a moderate level. It is not that much easy, but the students who are very strong in the concepts and regularly solving the questions will be in that tune of cracking the questions, right? So understand this part. And now coming to out of the 19 questions selected, the first question from the periodic table. In this periodic table question, this is the type of question which we have seen from every shift till now. So what they are asking, understand it very clearly. The upcoming session shift students also, they are clearly asking the trend, physical properties trend, like ionization energy, electron gain enthalpy, atomic size, ionic size, like this type of electronegativity, like this type of trends they are asking. Increasing order or decreasing order they are asking, right now. So very, very important it became. So on the periodic properties they have asked, and or before going into this part, let's first count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions only are visible from the 11th standard. Out of 19 questions, 6 questions are from 11th standard, means remaining 13 questions are from 12th standard. But I am very confident that whatever the 6 questions are missing here, they may be majoritarily from 11th standard. But one thing logically, what it is observation from the previous sessions, that whatever the papers are there, 40 to 45% will be the 11th standard syllabus, and 55 to 60% will be the 12th standard weightage, right? So understand this part and give more stress on the 12th topics. Anyway, 11th topics are more basic and their knowledge is required for the 12th standard, and the number of questions from 12th standard will be higher, right now. And first question, periodic table, already we have discussed, that is based on the ionization energy they have asked, that it can be very comfortably done. Then coordination compounds, you see, this question is from coordination compounds. This question is from coordination compounds. Then this question is also from coordination compounds. In a single paper, that too from the 19 questions itself, there are 3 questions from the single chapter. You can understand, morning before the starting of the paper also, I have very strictly alerted you children, coordination compounds plus chemical bonding plus periodic table. These trio chapters is very, very, very important. All these 3 chapters together will make to 4 to 5 questions, and maybe sometimes to 6 questions also. Already 3 questions are just from the coordination compounds only. So understand the importance of these trio chapters, right? So one question was on a CFT, then one question again was on a CFT, and one question was on VBT, valence bond theory. But all the 3 questions can be comfortably done, because the concepts, the question concepts are very easier, that it can be possible to be done, right now. So you can see here, it is easy, and this is a medium because it takes little more time. It's not that it is difficult, but it will take time. Okay. The next is from the organic chemistry, amines, aromatic compound, that too nitrogen containing aromatic compounds is a very, very common question they are asking. Set of reagents will be given, and you need to solve that one. So medium level of question you can say. So aromatic compounds, again electrophilic electrophilic substitution reaction actually it is. So that is a question in moderate, as it is a multiple level. Thermodynamics, one question we have seen today, but that question was a very easy with related to the first law of thermodynamics only they have asked. And hydrocarbons question was on alkynes, hydrogenation, and some further reagents were also given, but comfortably can be done. Basic concepts of organic chemistry. Till now, in previous sessions, they were asking percentage of the element. That is a quantitative analysis they were asking. This is the first time from this chapter they have asked about a purification technique. Purification technique, right now? And this is purely it is the theoretical based question. So understand this one. But this chapter, you see, basic concepts of organic chemistry. From the NCERT part, it is a small chapter, but regularly question is coming. So that also one point you can take care of. And chemical kinetics, again, yesterday also I have stressed this point that they are asking majoritarily from the first order reactions only. So today also they have asked from first order half-life related question. Then solutions, very easy chapter, that liquid solutions question was asked, that was also comfortably to be done. So easy level you can say. Then carboxylic acids and amines combination was given here, interconversion was given, that it can also be done. Then coordination compounds already we have discussed. Another question came with the hydrocarbons and carbonyl compounds. There was a clubbing of two concepts here, hydrocarbon reaction and also ozonolysis reaction also were clubbed here. So therefore crossed aldol condensation was also there. So therefore it was to my point, see, they also have labeled it as difficult. So it is 3 reactions you should know in cracking this question. So it was to some extent difficult only. P block, periodic properties, already I told you, very regularly physical properties are coming. Boron physical properties were asked. Then identification of organic functional groups. This is also a very repeated type of a question. List down all the organic functional groups and their identification tests. Definitely, believe me, definitely 1 or 2 questions you will be definitely able to do with this concept. Electrochemistry question was easy only. It was based on the Nernst equation, and coordination compounds already we have seen. And biomolecules, say in yesterday's papers the question was coming from the amino acids, but this time the question came on carbohydrates. Just he has given 4 sugars and they were asking which of the sugar is a non-reducing sugar. So just you have to see that carbonyl carbon, is it present in the form of hemiacetal or acetal? If it is in hemiacetal, it is reducing. Acetal, non-reducing sugar, right? And coming to the last question, it is on the bond parameter. This was also very moderate, easy type of question that very comfortably you can solve this question. So overall, if you see, majority of the questions are in the range of easy and moderate only. Rare questions are there in difficult. But understand this point, some questions which are easy but taking more time also we have kept in the moderate level. So this is how the categorization is done by the experts. That this is all the overall analysis of chemistry part of today's paper. Hope it will be helpful for all the students who are going to give the exam in the upcoming session. So with this, we will close the live paper discussion session for 23rd January morning shift paper, and we will meet with the evening shift paper. Stay tuned. Thank you. All the best.